Okay, the live stream should be starting up soon. Please give a moment to make sure everything's set on up. Thumbnails update. Update the. Okay, that's good. Like that running. Please give me a moment to check my other computer. It looks like everything is good to go. So, yeah, I think everything's good. Yep. Yeah, looks like everything is good to go. Oh, I should stop saying that. So, let's go and get started. Kind of handful of replays, like usual. Always a little bit more than handful. And let's simply... Let's start with this one right here. So this board, so let's simply start with this one here. There's also a player known as Simply, so maybe that's not necessarily the best terminology. By the way, let's get started. Greetings everyone, and great here, another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the south side as the US Forces, we have Ingo Jeep. Hopefully goes for a Jeep. Spawn on the north side as the Panzer Elite player, we have Drexen. Got some Panzer Grenadiers being pulled out, not big surprise. Got the Engineers pulling out barracks, not big surprise. We got only one squad of Engineers, not going for a second squad, or a third squad I should say. He's probably going to Rifleman next. He may get pull out a Jeep. The Jeep will be useful in hunting down the Kettenkrad, as well as bullying around the Panzer Grenadiers. Do got, of course, a squad of Panzer Grenadiers now deployed out in the field, as well as a barracks deployed out in the field. First squad is our Rifleman squad. Panzer Grenadiers eyeing for this cutoff point there, and this Kettenkrad is going a bit, just safe captures at the moment. Not going aggressive for this munitions sector here.
Sandbag's done. I see one more freaking bag of dirt.
Munitions point is being captured on up. Fuel points being captured on up. Rifleman squad's almost deployed out in the field. Second squad Panzer Grenadiers now deployed on the field. Getting them both of them together. He may eye to go aggressive and towards the center of the map. On a side note as well, I don't know why, but ever since I got a new graphics card, this map does not like my new graphics card. So there may occasionally be some lag spikes. It's just only this map. I have no idea what's causing it. Engineers who captured that VP, right from eyeing for this cutoff point there. And now we've got this engineer capturing up the various backline resource sectors. Panzer Grenadiers are both pushing towards this fuel sector. He will capture it, but won't be in supply. This Kettenkrad wants to capture up this munition sector and needs to eye for this munition sector there to get this fuel sector in supply as quickly as possible, in my opinion. Because capturing this fuel point does nothing if it's not in supply. It may delay your opponent, but your opponent also does not have this point captured up either. Of course, he may not know about it just yet, though based on his movement pattern there, he probably would have saw that neutral point, uncaptured point. Riflemen have now captured up this munitions sector now. You got a first squad of riflemen. No shots have fired so far this game. Usually a single shot has been fired. Usually engineer shooting a Kettenkrad or a pioneer shooting a engineer. Granted, there's no pioneers. Sorry, I had to check my other computer. We do got, of course, the first shot fired. Rifleman's advance forward. G43 squad here. We've got two rifleman squads here. Engineers not being upgraded flamethrower just yet. Doesn't have enough munitions for it. And engineers eyeing for a bit more defensive position, not eyeing to push them forward. Panzer Grenadiers capture this munitions sector while these Kettenkrad go around capture the other sectors now. Rifleman squad could get overwhelmed by 3 Panzer Grenadiers. Do got a 4th Panzer Grenadier now pushing down south. Jeep now on the field. I got these Panzer Grenadiers behind the light cover. Rifleman behind some heavy cover. And now here comes Jeep. The Jeep maybe going to push those Panzer Grenadiers out of all cover there, allowing the Rifleman squad to engage at close range. These going to close on distance there. HS also going to fire at close range. One Panzer Grenadier, this he should focus down that one. That squad's falling back. May want to retarget the G43 squad. If you can't get the wipe, just focus on another squad in order to force them back. Now I've got these 2 Rifleman squad down to 4 members each. Engineers need to start advancing forward to that Panzer Grenadier, or I to capture that point. And now the Jeep's pushing forward, getting some damage there on those Panzer Grenadiers. Jeep getting some good damage there. Rifleman squad and engineers all pushing together. Rifleman squads are both at 4 members there. There's a Panzer Grenadiers down to 1 lost member. Does fall back there, and both Panzer Grenadiers are now falling back as well. Both Rifleman squads are still on the field. Both of them are quite wounded. 5th Panzer Grenadier now pushes its way forward. And now we're going to receive some fire. They should be able to run that Panzer Grenadier with the 2 remaining Rifleman squad. Engineers even at Veteran C1. Usually don't see engineers vetted up this quickly. They managed to get 4 of the kills themselves. Very, very nice. And does force back all these squads. Great engagement there. Rifleman squad are going around capturing up points. This cutoff point needs to be captured up as well. Engineers, I would probably... They probably can't get that point decaptured in time, and it'll be quickly recaptured up. Kaliningrad advance will receive some automatic weapons fired from this Jeep. Do now have another Rifleman squad, 3 Rifleman squads to on the field. And somehow the engineer I mentioned before in this Veteran C1 has no damage onto him either. That is incredibly rare in my opinion. Got a landmine pulled out right there, very, very nice. If he blobs forward, that is potentially on the movement path of the Panzer Grenadiers. Does stop loading up that landmine in time, so the Panzer Grenadiers could find this one here. This does miss it actually. Does cancel the other landmine there. That is a 6-man Rifleman squad. The 4-man Rifleman squad is now falling back. The Rifleman squad does get out of the garrison. It's only 2 windows inside. Both of these are G43s now. These 3 Panzer Grenadiers are unupgraded. And now Jeep is receiving some bolt weapons fire. Jeep's going to be trying to run away now. He should have enough health to escape onto there, but unless he gets an unlucky crit, a damaged engine crit, he should be able to escape onto there. Vet 1 engineer is with full health and now has a flamethrower, and now a slightly wounded unvetted engineer also has a flamethrower. Rifleman squad needs to fall back sooner rather. I've got a 3rd G43 squad. Trios to now pull on field. Rifleman squad needs to fall back. He's about to get wiped out. And in fact, he'll likely get wiped out. Light cover on the retreat path will save the Rifleman squad, and these both have fallen back. That landmine only gets 1 model. Do we see healing HQ? We may see healing HQ. We see no structures back here, so we may deploy a structure as well. I'm really surprised that Rifleman squad escaped out of there. He got really lucky. I think they're, as I mentioned beforehand, retreating back through the light cover saved him. Panzer Grenadiers are now trying to decapture this cutoff point, but it's currently not a cutoff point. Kaliningrad captured on the left side of the map, very nice. And now we do have the Kampfgruppe Company. He may be going for straight for 222s.
Tally ho, we're good to go.
Triage Center is full out of the field, so these guys should be nice and topped off in health. We do have no healing back. Oh no, we do have healing back there. They're at full health. That they're no longer receiving healing because they are at full health. Another US landmine there that could be useful in order to prevent any sort of dive from 222s. Panzer Grenadiers are now engaging behind the light and heavy cover there. She's pushing forward, trying to bully around these squads. The heavy cover one does fall back. There's 2 Flamer Engineers there, getting some great damage onto these Panzer Grenadiers. Now they're close falling back. One of the Rifleman squads is sustained a bit of beating there. He could retreat back early to get him topped off the health. He's already below half health, 1 model missing only. And Grand now is seeing some automatic weapons fire and semi-automatic weapons fire. And the Jeep is getting some great damage on the Kaliningrad. Spent too much time typing and not enough for running away, but does manage to keep the Kaliningrad alive. Engineers to pull out some landmines there, very, very nice. So far, the US player has not selected Doctrine just yet. Let's see if the Panzer League player select that Doctrine. One command point has been consumed, so it may be possible that he has selected a Doctrine. Flame Engineers getting some good damage there. Keeps doing good around pulling around the Panzer Grenadiers. Flame Engineers, that one Flame Engineers are out of range now. Now it's time to repair up the Jeep right there. And the Pentagon and the Engineer Squad does fall back. Rifleman Squad does fall back as well. Receive a bit of damage there. We got the Rifleman Squad to capture the fuel point. And Flame Engineer does receive suppressive fire there, preventing any significant damage there. Both Flame Engineers are falling back. There's two landmines there, both perhaps a little bit too close to each other. You now have a 2-2-2 now plotting the field, as well as the Storm Gavers on this squad right here. And now I got the Panzer Command and the Panzer Corps Command. This is going straight for Panther research. Rifleman Squad does fall back nice and early. 2-2 finds 1-2 landmines. Get out of destroyed engine crit there. We do now have a motor pool being built on out. The other squad of Flame Engineers, actually it's 3 engineer squads on the field. You may want to take time to have all of them start building up that motor pool there. Engine crit will take a bit of time to repair on up. Will may leave them vulnerable. Riflemen and engineers could advance the forward. Of course, Panzer Grenadiers are of course a repair squad. Leningrad now receiving some fire there. This munitions point is also captured by the US player. And now do got the light ATF track being employed on the field. Over here, Greyhound or Staghound or T-17. It is Greyhound. Though unknown Doctrine selected, I don't think he has selected Doctrine. I do believe the Panzer player has selected Doctrine, just that they don't know what. Likely not look off ground forces, since both of those have initial abilities that can be spotted. It could be Scorched Earth. It could be Tank Hunter. Don't see any teller mines. Nor do I see booby traps at the moment. Greyhound does find a good shot there, firing away. Of course, he does have a light TF track not on the field. He actually canceled that. I don't see on the build queue either. Panzer engage at range. Rifle Squad does fall back there.
Americans are seizing territory from us.
Mortar half-track now deployed on the field. That should provide some good fire support. Though it's not fighting against any sort of static weapons. Leningrad right there. Mortar half-track firing a barrage somewhere. Yep, don't see any booby trap points, and I don't see any teller mines of a brief glance. You now got 2 squads STGs and 3 squads of G43s, which likely leads me to believe that he's not going for Tank Hunter, but I'm guessing Scorched Earth. The reason why I'm thinking Scorched Earth is because Tank Hunter you tend to see Pantrex squads for the double Pantrex. As well as you generally don't see Panther research quickly, and you find a landmine there. AT gun does roll a miss there. Greyhound and the Jeep are engaging. The Greyhound's not been upgraded to a 50 cal as well. But usually you see Hetzer being rushed for Tank Hunter before Panthers. So I'm guessing he's gone for Scorched Earth. We do see another 2-2 on the build queue. We've got light TF track on the build queue as well. Let's get some damage there. Mortar half-track eyeing up barrage. The mortar half-track, it feels like mortars tend to do good crit damage versus Greyhounds.
The enemy advances.
Rolls a miss there. Light half-track rolls a miss as well. Trying to hit that Jeep. Jeep, there's a little bit of damage there. Gets fully mobilized there, but does get circle around behind cover there. Gets quickly repaired on up, and the AT guns in this region to engage. In fact, the Greyhound could stick around, soak up a lot of shots. The engineers can, of course, repair it up quite nicely, but he does have to be worried about the mortar half-track there. Got a pair of riflemen here, no bar research. AT gun and Jeep now pushing way forward once again. Another 2-2 now blow it out on the field. I do not see any additional US landmines in this region, nor here.
Attention, the enemy advances.
Riflemen skirting around the flank. This rifleman's eyeing for the munitions point there. 2-2 trying to stop them. Engineers advance forward. All 2 are flame engineers, the other one's unupgraded. Rifleman squad received a bit of fire there. Over here, G43 squad is now going to see some flame reverse there. One of them does fall back there. Does get some damage there, and all the engineer squads do fall back now. Got various weapons here. We do now have the reinforcement point here, so now we've got forward healing for the Panzer Elite player. Don't see any additional research right now. He has a bit of manpower, munitions, and fuel. This player here's not selected doctrine. Engineers now try and push the way forward. US sniper now pulling field, 0 kills so far. He does not know about it just yet. Now he knows about it. Greyhound could prevent the Panzer Grenadiers from overrunning. AT gun now receiving some fire there. Blade Grenadiers advance forward, trying to get some damage here. And these Panzer Grenadiers now receiving massive amounts of fire there. One does fall back, more sniper shots on in. This Panzer Grenadier squad could actually go down, does retreat back there. Light half-track advancing forward. And there's just too much fire support here, including the AT gun there for that light half-track to even try to go for a crit shot. Incendiary mortar does connect and does withdraw from the region. Only lost a couple models there, so you can perhaps quickly heal these guys out with the triage center. Actually, did he lose any models? Yeah, it looks like 1 rifleman, 2 rifleman models went down, and 1 engineer. I just want to see Panzer Elite models there. Mortar trying to engage. Let's get a good, decent splash there on the sniper. And does get a crit shot there on the Jeep. That may be a little bit overkill. AT gun can rotate around to engage these forces. The Jeep does go down.
Compound. Base is under attack.
Oh, he has gone for tank cutter, so we do see the Hetzer deployed on the field. I also have thinking that he went for a scorched earth. Looks like my assessment was incorrect. But now there's plenty of AT here. The US player is not selecting doctrine just yet. Going for another AT gun, which makes sense. AT Hetzer advancing forward. He may have access to sticky bombs there, but maybe not. Seeing the rifleman squad's not charging it, it probably does not. AT Hetzer now trying to find the shots there onto the rifleman squad. I'm not sure what made that giant sound there. Almost sounded like a commando glider to me. AT guns are seeing some mortar shots there. Rifleman squad does fully withdraw now. Mortar half track, maybe I'm for some shots. The mortar half track may be in range of the retreat point right there, so maybe I am barraged right now. AT gun, however, has a pretty good line sight there. Does throw incendiary mortar there onto the motor pool. Lining up a shot now. Rolls a bounce there, rolls a miss there. AT gun now getting reinforced the front line, thanks to the support weapon center. Does lose the mortar half track there. Jeep round or M8 Greyhound received quite a bit of fire there. Rifleman squad advancing forward. Rifleman trying to go for a sticky bomb, I believe. Does withdraw from the region, however. Greyhound needs to fall back, about ready to get killed off by the AT Hetzer, but it looks like he does back off the region. Two now advancing on forward. Destroys his carcasses. Trying to deny any usage of a Berkantiga, but it looks like he doesn't have one on the field. Most people generally don't go for them.
Raid operations.
And I do have armor. He's going for the Calliope in line. He has spent all of his command points. His Greyhound can now go around capture points as well because the line was raid operations.
At your service.
Squad, reinforced. Taking fire.
And now the Rifle Squad receiving some fire there from 2-2. Native ground is, of course, makes him very vulnerable. AT gun does roll a miss there. As other AT guns starting to advance on forward. Apparently there's a Kettengrad carcass that was there the entire time. Didn't realize that.
Pass complete.
2 now trying to overrun the M1 AT gun. Does roll a whiff there. Greyhound trying to charge on forward. The AT guns could start focusing on the AT Hetzer.
Infantry squad lost.
Oh, he lost one of his, he lost the non-Flamer Engineer. Flamer Engineer getting some damage there. The other Flamer Engineer is Veteran C2. Light Track does roll a miss there. Does take out the AT, the G2 there. Gets fully mobilized crit there. AT gun does go down. Light gun receives fire there. Sniper presumably is forward. Greyhound still defending himself against the Panzer Grenadiers. Rifleman squad advancing on forward. Something else exploded right there. The mortar half track has gone down as well. Greyhound receives some fire there. Looks like he does have sticky bombs. At least one connects. Damage to crit there. Not sure why this ATS is trying to dive in like it's Greyhound like that. Does lose the Greyhound in return, but the short range crit there.
Enemy unit down.
Does overkill with the sticky bombs, but now the ATS does go down. That's probably not worth losing a ATS for that Greyhound. SCG squads advancing on forward, trying to overrun the anti-tank gun. Sniper is in the region. Rifleman getting some hits on the G43 squads. The sniper does fall back there. Does not get shot up there. Engineer out eventually one. Now the AT gun does fall back as well. Likely will get decrewed, though it has plenty of health. The base MG's right here. And now this AT gun's greasing much needed healing. Incendiary mortar or regular mortar does connect right there. Got a fresh mortar half track.
Yeah, ready for another beating?
Now firing up a volley there. Other fresh ATS are deployed on the field. This player is almost at 3 command points. Got 2 command points over here. No additional research at the moment. Flame Engineers advancing forward with some Panzer Grenadiers trying to stop them. We got 3 Panzer Grenadiers, mortar half track and ATS Surth as his current composition. ATS Surth does see some fire there. Let's get some good damage there.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Bounce there on the AT Hetzer. Panzer Grenadiers advance forward. Calliope rockets now raining on, but we'll miss the Panzer Grenadiers. Trying to hit that AT Hetzer. The AT Hetzer may go down. It does go down right there. Rifleman squad's now falling back. One of the Rifleman squads may be wiped on out. Up north, we got this engineer captured some points. Your sniper, 10 kills. Efficiency 2. Lower half track now receiving some repairs. Not a lot of forces deployed out by the Panzer League player. He's losing too many AT Hetzers. Plus, the AT Hetzers not really needed at this point in time. This one doesn't have any assets for them to really effectively engage. Those that say that, there's also a Calliope, Efficiency 1. He may be eyeing for a barrage on these Panzer Grenadiers. The AT gun does get wiped out. He does find a shot there. Calliope, close range. I think that may be getting close to his minimum range as well. Back off a little bit there. Incendiary mortar does connect. engineer squad does fall back there.
We're losing ground out there.
The mortar half-track may take out the AT gun, given enough mortars.
A fuel point is being seized.
One more shot. One more penetrating shot could kill it off. Panzer Grenadier falling back from that region. Over here, we do
Down
have
to 300 points.
the engineer or Panzer Grenadiers capture the flanks. The US players down to less than 300 points. The Panzer League player has 457. Rocket Squad trying to push on forward, trying to get a sticky bomb there. Panzer Grenadiers advance forward. Does lose the AT gun entirely. That was the one that he just recaptured and got immediately destroyed because it had no health. That one flame engineer is trying to hold back these Panzer Grenadiers now. It does get received press fire there. And AT gun does get decrewed.
One shot, one kill.
Sniper getting good shots there. Calliope barrage raining on in. Trying to destroy the structure at the moment. Sniper does not get spotted there. Could turn around, get a shot on the Panzer Grenadiers, and does. And the structure didn't receive a whole lot of damage now, did it?
They're trying to flush me out. Sniper taking fire.
Does get a shot there. Sniper falling him back slightly. Rifleman squad could get a sticky bomb there. This mortar half track. He has 2 mortar half tracks on the field. Well, this one does have damage to crit there. This one will receive damage to crit, or just damage actually.
Strategic sector.
Flame Ranger is getting some good damage there onto those Panzer Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers squad is now falling back. Rifleman squad and Flame Ranger is trying to overrun the mortar half track with the damage and crit. Of course, we do got the Calliope available. He's pretty close to getting the field repair ability. He has plenty of munitions for it as well. Hasn't lined for a tank depot just yet, and actually did lose his mortar pool in the mortar barrages. And the mortar half tracks do not go down. Both of them have similar health. Was that a full squad wipe there? Or was it just the leader icon there? He sells all 5 squads. Sniper does get another good shot there. Now Veterans 3, 17 kills.
Form up.
Rifle squad, Veterans 1 advancing forward. Does miss that grenade there, and the rifle squad does fall back. Calliope eyeing for a very, very close range barrage. Missing some of the rockets there. And does wipe out the squad entirely, so he does lose an STG squad. Got us regular point there being captured up. That will of course allow these munitions to be in supply. Those he's now fully withdrawing from the region, trying to avoid the mortar half tracks.
Send orders. Capture complete. Still
As Grenadier squad does fall
We are
back because that
losing a
snipers in the
sector.
region.
Panzer Grenadiers, ready for action. We are losing ground.
Got it there onto the engineers.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Target secure. Deploying on target.
Our forward
Far from to
supply
capture that
lines
field
are
point there. We
broken.
do got a pair of landmines deployed out by the US player. These are not teller mines. Let's see if they're fully built. They appear to be fully built. Now we got the engineer squad falling back. Rifle squad is now falling on back. This Rifleman squad is pushing way forward. Panzer Grenadier squad does make a slow retreat there. Rifleman snipers at 19 kills. And now this Rifleman's receiving some mortar fire there, suppressing him. Incendiary mortar does come on in once again, trying to hit that AT gun. Remember, he's also tank hunter. They tend to float a lot of resources there. These landmines have been swept, and now do got the artillery barrage running on in. Does blow up one of his own landmines there. Does blow up another one of his own landmines.
Our supplies are in. Field repair is now available.
Field repair can now be deployed. We got 2 snipers spawning in the field.
Our front lines are collapsing.
Here's a good hits there. Over here, Flame Engineers and Rifleman squad does force back the STG squad.
Enemy unit down.
Yes, he does take out another unit. It may have been another Panzer Grenadier squad somewhere. This Panzer Grenadier squad is being picked apart. Not sure actually what went down there. Unless he got another. Nope, he got another STG squad, so he has actually lost a G43 squad there. He is apparently not happy, is he?
We must protect our munitions from enemy advances.
Flamer engineers trying to engage these Panzer Grenadiers. Gain some good damage from this. Does pull back the wounded one sooner rather than later. Let's get a good sniper shot there as well. Looks like the last Panzer Grenadier model will escape on out there.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
Live barrage running on in. Does get some good hits there on these Panzer Grenadiers, forcing them back. The 4-inch crew has been decaptured as well. Now we got the AT gun, now it seems to fire. Got 2 Calliope's now blowing field. It looks like they did go for the more retreat path, trying to get some more models there. HG squad's defensive forward. Flame Engineers, Special Sig 2 does fall back in time. And snipers are here to cover their retreat. AT gun soon hits some mortar half tracks now. And that mortar half track does go down to the AT gun. We do now advance forward, turn over on the sniper. The sniper's
Enemy
even
unit has
death.
fallen to our might.
The other US sniper's now falling back.
We have succeeded in diminishing the enemy's points to 200.
Rifle squad now is seeing some auto cannon fire there.
Kampfgruppe is losing a munitions depot to the enemy.
Rifleman squad engaging at 2-2. These Panzer Grenadiers try and push their way forward and get some good damage there on this Rifleman squad. Ooh, mortar half track
We have
finds a
eliminated the
deadly
enemy
hit
once
there.
more.
Over here, Rifleman squad is behind some light cover there, but doesn't be forced back by the STG squads. The 2 advancing forward. Calliope's trying to rain on in. Doesn't destroy the AT gun entirely. Does take all Panzer Grenadier entirely as well. He's down to just the 3 Panzer Grenadiers. These 2 advancing forward, of course, can't do much versus the Calliopes. Given no time, the Calliopes probably will win with their hull-mounted machine guns. Mortar half track, efficiency 1 there. We do got a fresh squad of Panzer Grenadiers. Munitions to get it upgraded as well. Going for G43s. Sticky bomb will connect. Got 2 2s now pull on field. There are more sniper shots there. Don't just have the 1 sniper on the field. to advancing forward. And the Hall mounted machine guns are actually doing some decent damage versus the 2-2. Do now have the tank depot now pulled on field. Maybe good idea to save up for Sherman tank. But even going for M10 or a Hellcat wouldn't be half bad, just simply to hunt down those 2-2s.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory.
Rifle squad now is trying to charge and forward, trying to get Sticky Bomb off. Looks like he will get one off. And Flame Engineers gains trying to burn them alive. Fully immobilized there. Might as well be good instead. Got ATSer here firing some shots onto the rifleman. Now he's going for a landmine there. That may be spotted by the ATSer. Over here, you do got the Flame Engineers engaged in the STG squad. And he does get Sticky Bomb there on the ATSer, getting a damage to nuke crit as well. Calliope Barrage raining on in, getting some great damage. Does pick up that one. There's another explosion over there. Not sure what that was. It may have just a carcass going on down. And they're trying to lay down landmines there. Unsuccessful. Got this one here. And the engineer squad does fall back away from these 2-2s. And finds a landmine there. I thought he was going to get both of them. Just only gets one, however. The coaxials of the Calliopes could push on forward. Now it's actually probably a good time for a Calliope barrage in that region. Listen to them firing a barrage there. Do have a Hellcat on the build queue. He does have tank cutters, so he could go for double Panzerschreck Panzer Grenadiers eventually. Hellcat push away forward. It looks like there's nothing here to stop him. Not even AT guns. Not AT guns, AT mines. He could have potentially AT grenades of research, but that's unlikely. Wait, that's a Jagdpanther. You now have the Jagdpanther full on the field. These Panzer Grenadiers receive quite a bit of fire. They do fully withdraw now. Calliope barrage running on in. Does get some damage there on the 2-2s. Ooh, good hit there. STG squad's advancing forward, overrunning the engineer. Does take him out. Greyhound now backing off, trying to avoid any additional 88mm fire. Calliopes can solve him up. And we do have 5 command points here, which means he does have enough for the Pershing, just matter not of getting enough manpower for it. Sniper firing some shots here on the Panzer Grenadiers. I've got field repairs not being activated, trying to top off the health of everything, including the Hellcat. Hellcat's not full health. AT gun does get a shot there. And over here, we do now have the Panzer Grenadiers receiving more and more sniper fire. It does fall back right there. Does find some shots there with the AT gun. Trying to hit that Jagdpanther. Flame Engineers advancing on forward. Though he almost goes down to 2-2 fire. Mortar half track does find a incendiary shot there. Damn, this map caused so many lag spikes. Does get burned alive there. Rifle squad trying to push on forward. Does brave his own fire there. I think that does actually do some damage time versus 2-2s. 2-2's now overrunning the AT gun there. Does take it at the crew. And now the Sherman Calliope are advancing on forward. Hellcat pushing way forward, trying to get these guys. Got now the rocket barrage coming on in, trying to deal with not only the mortar half track, but also the Panzer Grenadiers trying to repair it up. Hellcat getting some shots there, but missing on those 2-2s. Mortar half track now receiving some repairs. Rolls a bounce there. We do now have 2 Hellcats in field. He has enough munitions for Allied War Machine. This one does see quite a bit of damage there. Allied War Machine has now active. Main gun destroyed a crit there. Could use field repair to get it repaired on up, but maybe good idea to just let it down. It'll die. Does pick up off one of the 2-2s. Sticking Bomb does connect onto the Jagdpanther. That will make it very easy for the Hellcat to get to the rear armor now. And the other one is still does take out the other two. Allied War Machine is about ready to expire. Received a miss there, but good splash damage. But I don't think this Hellcat will actually die while Allied War Machine's active. Received a miss there in general. The other Hellcat could, the fresh Hellcat can push forward to engage the rear armor of the Jagdpanther. By just backing off around. Actually, no. Bad movement control there. Other Hellcats not advancing on forward. STG squads advancing forward. And that flame engineer does go down. Sniper does get some shots there. The squads are falling back. Hellcat push way forward. And the engine's still critting on the Jagdpanther. The IP here is a little bit exposed. Could potentially draw fire for the Jagdpanther. Here comes the Calliope barrage rating on in. Hellcat going to find the rear armor there. More no Calliope barrage right there. Gets the rear armor there. Mortar half track does go down. This Hellcat needs to circle around the long way around. Really hate this map, how lag spikes so much. Field repair has been active. Gets a good pen, frontal pen there. Hellcat having trouble engaging the rear or go around the bush. It's short engine right there, so it's spared from death for the moment. Gets good rear armor hit there. Bounce there. Short engine crit once again, and the field repair does get enough damage or enough repairs to get the engine crit there. Now, why is this thing just surviving for too long? Gets the main gun destroyed crit there. To be fair, that Hellcat lasted for far too long, but that Jagdpanther
Pershing reserves are now available.
would have gone down either way. But it's just amazing how this thing's still not dead. He only built 2, if I remember correctly. Fresh AT hats are now deploying field. STG squads advancing on forward. You have perhaps the Pennsylvanians trying to be crushed. Snipers advancing forward. We got the AT hats are advancing forward. Let's get a shot there. Rolls and miss there with the Hellcat. Hellcat's still back there. He does not have enough munitions for Allied field repair. He does not have any engineers on the field, so he's going to have to rely on Allied field repair there. Calliope barrage rating on in.
Unit down.
Let's pick up that Panther with a sniper. ATS are advancing forward, but there's just too many Hellcats for the ATS to do much work. Let's get a shot there. Lose all those Panther. Main gun destroyed crit. Trying to repair it up now. Hellcat skirting around the flanks. Main gun's repaired. Let's get a pen there. He's going for a sticky bomb.
Enemy unit down.
And that AT Hetzer does go down. And looks like he has, the Panzer League player has backed out of the game now. This end, going to just fast forward for the rest of the replay. And that's the end of the replay. This is Adam Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Good game by both sides, but I think spamming all the Hetzers and losing the early ones was just a big mistake. Let's see, that was this one right here. Let's go to a 2v2 now. A mix of all factions. This should be hopefully good enough. And one thing that could help out with the frame rate issue if I were to disable preview on OBS. Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Wars 1 replay. Spawn on the bottom right side as the US forces, we have Death Machine. Spawn on the left side as the British forces, we have Lee Mids. Spawn on the top left side as the Wehrmacht or Panzer League player, we have Zarko. And as the Wehrmacht player, we have Anarchy. This is going for some Pioneers. Don't see a Wehrmacht corps just yet. He didn't properly rally his Pioneers out initially. That happens to all of us, honestly. And there's the Wehrmacht quarters now.
Done.
Over here, we do have the
Enough for army
barracks
work.
being pulled on out. Very nice. Going for riflemen. Scope rifle squad being trying to capture some sectors. Don't see the HQ command truck being redeployed. Let's switch over to him. Yeah, okay, he does redeploy there. Usually the British player has the largest variety of openers, so I'm always curious what the British player is going for first. Of course, this sector is non-supplies, so it will take... You may get it in supply. Most time British players tend to put the HQ on this sector here. We could see him rotate over to this fuel sector as well. HQ command truck suggests it is going for this sector here.
Point us at Jerry.
Jerry's over that way. I don't know why. I sort of like commenting on what the units say. I'm not sure if anybody else does that. Kaliningrad does get the decapture there. How nasty. And that will delay the HQ command truck from redeploying. He may just want to set up right there for the time being. Because right now, I suppose once the lieutenant captures that sector, it will be in supply. We don't have to worry about getting resources back in supply. And the US players captured up no resource sectors yet either. He went straight for the strategic points. He may be eyeing for a forward barracks here since he captured this sector so rapidly.
Target has been secured.
But that's just a hunch. HQ command truck now being pulled out right here. A bit farther forward. Most players can deploy more in the back. This was very, very far forward. Makes it pretty easy. It makes it a double-edged sword. It provides a lot of heavy cover there to defend from, but also means there's a lot of heavy cover for your opponents to fight from. And usually, British players may have a trench or two back for defense. So I don't think this is a great spot. It's too far forward. Scope rifle squad eyeing for this fuel point now. Lieutenant way down here. The rifleman squad trying to overrun the MG42 with the Pioneers inside the garrison. MG42 does get inside the garrison there. Pioneers gain the Shimbagen at glorious close range. Not Pioneers, Engineers. Trying to circle around the MG42. This Engineer squad needs to fall back as the Pioneers now push away forward and the Shimbagen's falling back. He's doing a good job of playing green around the Rosies with the MG42. That's a crew. And now the MG42 does abandon out the garrison. Over here, we do have the scope, or if not scope rifle squad advancing on forward. We've got two Fence Grenadiers here. And the Kaliningrad is now being paired up by this Pioneer. Intersection here may get forced back. It's against 2v1 currently. Scope rifle squad now advancing from the flank, trying to go for this point. It's not a critical point, honestly. Bren carrier now being upgraded, the MMG carrier upgrade, and this intersection does fall back. The lieutenant
I've got my men ready.
is not retreating back just yet. Capture the rest of the sectors. Pioneers repaired up the Shimwagen. Over here, we got the rifleman squad trying to eye for that munitions point there. Now we do have a Wehrmacht sniper now deployed out in the field.
Secure the area, gents. Don't want Jerry talking.
Go on, sir. Ren ready for map.
That was too easy, gents. Keep your wits about you.
Extended.
Over here, we do got the force starting to push forward. Lieutenant KD capturing this field point there. Scope rifle squad advancing forward. Got the Pants Grenadiers inside the garrison there. G43 squad. We do got a trench here. Not trench, bunker. You may be eyeing a machine gun bunker there. Bren carrier advancing forward. Being upgraded with something that's bigger than a Bren. Actually, we got two Bren carriers here. Both of them being upgraded to MMG carrier upgrades. Now, do got the Panther Grenadiers are seeing quite a bit of fire right there. Panther Grenadiers trying to engage this intersection. Does get the mortar emplacement now fully built. And now the Panther Grenadiers squad does fall back. Riflemen or intersections here, of course, can provide some fire support to that mortar emplacement. Shimwagen now seeing massive fire from these MMG carrier MMG carriers. Mortar emplacement could start hitting that bunker. Yes, he is. It looks like he is a MG bunker. Now this Panther Grenadier squad is seeing quite a bit of fire. Over here, got the Shimwagen advancing on forward. Engineers trying to eye for some sectors. And over here, got the Rifle Squad and U.S. Sniper Squad field. U.S. Sniper has 0 kills. As I always say, your first kill with your sniper should be your opponent's sniper. This sniper's running around at the moment, non-camouflage, 6 kills. Now I got the repair upgrade there. The U.S. player could throw engineers over his opponent's or his teammate's general region to help provide repairs. And now he's starting to barrage down this bunker.
Target captured.
Engineer squad here will need to fall back. Does fall to 2-2.
We run into Jerry.
Haven't seen anything that was just hacking. Engineers do fall back. May get wiped out. It does get wiped out there. Shipwalk and advance forwards. Wehrmacht sniper getting shot there. US sniper, of course, got a shot on the MG42, so it is revealed. This Wehrmacht sniper is not camouflaged and does get counter sniped. That is a big misplay by the Wehrmacht player. He must not realize that MG42 got sniped. Shipwalk now pursue that sniper there, get some damage there. We got 2 squads of riflemen here. Does throw a sticky bomb there. It does interrupt the movement there as well. Very, very nice.
Reinforce the area. Send your message.
Bunker does go down eventually to that mortar emplacement. Rifleman squad fighting from heavy cover here. And now these 2-2s getting some good damage onto this rifleman squad. This rifleman squad may want to fall back sooner rather than later. Got 2 rifleman squads now here behind some heavy cover, though they're dancing around quite a bit. There's some automatic fire from the 2-2s. Pioneers do get outside the garrison, and we've got the MG42 advancing on forward as well. Over here, we got the Kaliningrad trying to capture the ports. This is a fuel point over the trench line. Now both of these rifleman squads are falling back. Got a weapon support center here. No triage center at the moment. Triage center coming on up.
Petrol reserves secure.
QM's just distributed supercharged rounds to the arty line.
So the British player has, of course, gone for Royal Artillery. Not big surprise. The US player appears not set the doctrine just yet, so has 2 command points. The Wehrmacht player or a Panzer player does not have a doctrine selected either, or not one visible, 2 command points. And over here, we have an unknown doctrine once again, 2 command points. To now advance on forward, we'll find a whole bunch of nothing.
Pioneer team ready.
No Campcroft Center just yet, and these pioneers definitely need healing. Of course, he can always go to his teammates' HQ for healing, assuming he has that research. I just noticed something as well. Ansley player seems like he's lacking infantry squads. Okay, he does have 3 Panzer Grenadiers, 2 2-2, so I look like he had a little less in the number of Panzer Grenadiers. Rifleman squad's not advancing forward, does have the bar research. Scope rifle squad's advancing forward as well, fighting from heavy cover there. The Flamer Pioneer squad needs to just fully withdraw, go to his teammates' HQ in order to get healed up. It's far too wounded. Wehrmacht sniper has 1 kill, so it has revealed himself. There is a landmine there, he does go, so barely miss it. And right now, the Kaliningrad now seems fight it, does take it out. More intersection squads advancing forward. Does get the landmine spotted there with the scope rifle squad. Got a Bren squad here, supported by a lieutenant. A lot of squads behind this heavy cover now. Now the Bren carriers seems to fire there. That may be officer artillery. I don't think that's US off-map artillery. No, it is US off-map power shoot. We got infantry and Royal Artillery versus an unknown doctrine so far, and an unknown doctrine. US sniper has been spotted there. He does have access to stick bombs there, and does take out the US sniper now. Does take out that 2 there. I'm not sure why I say that. Oh. And it looks like the 4 HQs will seem quite a bit fire there. It looks like there's a on-map 25-pounder on the field. This dude now getting repaired up by repair pioneers. They're repair pioneers, not a pioneer squad. These rifle squads need to fall back. M242 sitting on up, and the rifle squads do fall back there. 25 pounder over here, mortar placement still alive, and now I've got the infrastructure base forward. Of course, one of them has a Bren, so you can button vehicles. I'm perhaps something now to blow it on out. He definitely needs some infantry veterancy. We also got Grenade Warfare getting overrun by the US riflemen.
We have gained the momentum on the field.
Now seems to fire there. M42 to suppress down the scope rifle squad. Lieutenant does not have extra ones, so can't use heroic charge. It looks like the US rifleman squad may go down. Somehow the rifleman squad did not go down there. They didn't really properly pursue it either. So that may be one reason why. These squads need to fall back. They're wounded and they're low on manpower.
An assault force has now been assembled in our reserves.
You know how Blitzkrieg now selected for the Wehrmacht player. Just leaving the Panzer player, who's not selected Doctor just yet. Likely it's going to be Scorched Earth. Dude now got a Bofors placement here against the 2-2s. That should be reasonably good, but it looks like it's not deployed far enough out. It's not going to cover this region, though. It will prevent the 2-2s from overrunning this back line. Piet squad does get forced back. Looks like at least 2 Piet squads brought up by the Brits. Bofors now lining up shots down the Panzer Grenadiers. It does fall back in time. And now I've got more of these Piets engaged with these tank traps. Rifle squad is inside the garrison, trying to engage over here. And now we've got a light attack deployed out in the field by the Panzer Lead player. But so far, the Allied players have not deployed out any sort of armor. Panzer Grenadiers seem to fire there. Wehrmacht sniper kills, gets a 6th kill. I'm not sure what the US sniper is at the moment. Over here, Panzer Grenadiers capturing the fuel point. Over here, Panzer Grenadiers are capturing the strategic point. One of these rifle squads is currently suppressed. This rifle squad still inside the garrison, trying to take on that 2-2, who's gone for double attack. Veterancy. And now the Grenade Warfare is what's going to get overran. I don't see anything that was just hacking. I mean, a Grenade Warfare does reveal itself if it's shooting. Off my power shooting raining on in. Oh, did that sniper just go down? I think the sniper just went down right there. I see a bunch of Gibbs there. Wehrmacht sniper is now down. One of the Bren carriers have gone down. Apparently the Bren carriers are still alive this entire time. But now we're seeing multiple PaK-38 shots.
Hold an assault force for us. The redeployment location.
A Stu wouldn't hurt. A Stu is, of course, effective versus infantry. You have weapon support center here, deploying out a sniper. US sniper has gone down. He's going to redeploy a sniper. He has 3 rifle squads. This one's severely wounded. Rapid deployment is available, so it looks like it's now going for the up. He may not be able to get an M2. Maybe skip the M2 going straight for the off-net combat group. Rifle squad advancing forward. Stu does roll a miss there. PaK-38 getting overran. I think he's trying to go for a sticky bomb that PaK-38. Another PaK-38 pushing forward. Let's get some shots down the M242 as well. Looks like the British forces are falling back from the STGs as well as G43, so one of them does get suppressed by a mortar. PaK-38 does get overran. M242 facing the wrong direction. Now the M242 does go down there. Sticky bomb does connect onto the Stu. Does get damage in the crit there. Does take out one of the PaK-38s. And that is one of that's the British player saying already. I'm not sure saying where. Stu does get a decent hit there. Rifle squad needs to fall back. Does get the PaK-38 crew. Rifle squad advancing forward. I'm not sure what they were doing over there. The 2 light TAT gun push away forward. Steel sniper has 2 kills, so it has revealed itself. And its engineers receiving a bit of fire there. Rifle squad trying to go for some wipes, so unlikely. SCJ squad advancing on forward. And Flamer Pioneer does burn this Rifleman squad alive.
Our forces are
There
taking
we go.
casualties.
One shot, one kill.
Heavy infantry reserves are now available.
Looks like the Scope Rifle squad does pick up a bar. Let's get a shot there on one of the repair pioneers. There's still one repair pioneer there. The Stu has its own damage crit there, but should be rolls and miss with a Piet. Somehow he didn't get the engine crit there repaired. Oh, looks like he does take out the repair pioneer there, and we got the repair pioneer being sacrificed to the machine spirit. That's not how you repair vehicles. 17 pounder up on field gets misses
Enemy
there in the light
unit
TF
down.
track. Airmark sniper advancing forward. That is a fresh one.
Let's get this over with, God.
Rifleman squad received a deadly hit there. 17 pounder rolls and miss there on the 222. He is pushing way forward, rolls and miss there. Pantrick squad trying to get some hits, maybe trying to lie for that 17 pounder. Light TF track rolls and misses there. Barrage, looks like he says he's going barrage somewhere. We do now got a bunker up here.
Enemy unit down.
Oh, creeping barrage. He got a lot of stuff there. I'm not sure what it was. The regular pioneers there. It looks like the Vermont player does back out the game now. Rifleman squad are receiving a bit of fire there. SCG squad makes its way forward. And now the Rifleman squad does drop a bar there. Got Ranger squad advancing forward with bazookas. Rolls double miss there on the 52. And the Panzer Grenadier squad may go down. Getting the Ranger squad's about to go down as well. It does go down. Loses those squads. And
Enemy
that's,
unit down.
does take out the Repair Pioneer. And with the other player back in the game should be ending relatively soon. Yeah, the Panzer Elite player looks like he's just sort of just sitting there, and that is the end of the replay. This is Adam Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Yeah, let's go and get rid of this one. Let's find another 2v2. Let me move for 2v2s. Huh, there's one on the cast. Or have I? I recognize this name, but perhaps... Let me just make sure I haven't cast this one just yet. This always seems like the 2v2s. I tend to forget to delete the replays when I'm done. Just give me one moment. And I have cast a game with this player, but not this game in particular. So this game I have not done. Greetings everyone, and Great here from another Company Heroes 1 replay. So on the top right side, as a Panzer Elite player, we have, did you fuck my wife? The answer is yes. The short answer, yes. The long answer is yes. And it was yesterday. Spawn as his Wehrmacht ally, we have Black Cat. Spawn of the US player, we have Paris SG, and as the other US player, we have Loading. And Loading says snipers, all. That is the... one of the US players, looks like he's saying he's going to go for snipers, or didn't see the rest of the conversation. We've got the barracks now being deployed on field. We've got both barracks on no early snipers. Fence grenadiers push way forward. Of course, we've got the Wehrmacht quarters. After that point there, we do have the engineers eyeing for this fuel point potentially. No, he's going straight for the garrison? Maybe eyeing for this point here. Engineers on the back line capture some sectors here. These engineers are pushing forward, capture this munitions point, but of course it would be out of supply. It looks like this engineer squad is eyeing for this fuel point and this munitions point. Jeep now deployed on the field, ready to engage the Kenigrad. He does go ahead and get the revert of that small progress he made. Jeep pushing him forward, getting some great damage on the Kenigrad. Engineers should probably take time to capture that fuel point now. Yes, he is. And we do have the Panzergrenadiers advancing on forward. Engineers push way forward here. Jeep receiving a bit of fire there from these Panzergrenadiers. Getting some decent damage onto the Jeep. The Jeep is already gets its engine critted. Kenigrad dancing around. It may go down as well. And the Jeep does find a volley there on the Kenigrad. He may go for the Kenigrad. Kenigrad does go down right there. Jeep is now going to run away with the engineers. The engineers are drawing some fire, and the Jeep will escape on out of there. Very good pick there for the US player. The other US player is now advancing forward with some riflemen in that region. Engineers catching up the sectors. This player is not being as aggressive as his teammate, which I suppose you can always have a teammate to go around and capture all the backline points that you don't want to yourself.
Keep those rifles ready.
Now the rifleman squad may be eyeing for this light cover over here, but there's of course heavy cover here. Trying forward against the guy in the garrison. And this sector's been catching up. He may be eyeing for a forward HQ in this region. Rifleman squad's now advancing forward, one from each player. Trying to gauge this Panzergrenadier at close range. This one's now capturing up. He could back off the garrison, try to get a forward HQ going. Jeep now advancing forward. Jeep has been repaired on up closely. Let's get some good shots there. MG42 now pushing forward as well. MG42 maybe was trying to eye for that garrison himself, but right now he's far too close to these rifleman squads. The rifleman squads should focus on the MG42. This throws some rounds down the Jeep first, so bad response time by the MG42. Defense crews getting some decent damage there as well. Jeep now trying to eye the flank the MG42. Do we see... We don't see a forward HQ there. And lose the MG42 a bit needlessly. Panzergrenadiers could try baiting the garrison, pick up the M242, maybe worth it, because you don't want that to fall in your opponent's hand, this early on at least. Rifle squads, of course, can advance forward to capture it up, but who's going to pick it up? Over here, looks like the engineers and pioneers engage. Those are the engineers who escape out with a shred of health across two models.
The Yankees are grabbing our territory.
And now the rifleman, this US player has picked the MG42. It's going through inside this garrison. And the other rifleman squad does fall back. The Jeep's now getting repaired up by his... Nope, that was zone. The red star threw me off. Rifleman squad now seeing some fire. Engineers push way forward, getting some fire there on the sniper. He does get a good shot there. Sniper does get inside the garrison. Got a flamer here. Sniper's trying to play Ring of the Rosie. He may go down to the flamer. So left. Oh, Jeep rolled on up and runs him down. That Wehrmacht player has lost quite a bit. Lost a sniper and now a MG42. Jeep now rolling around, receiving some fire. We do now have a Panzer command, likely going for some 2-2s, probably 5 of them. MG42 inside the garrison. And no music's playing. Let's switch to a different player. We do now have MG42 bunker here. Supply yard here, triage center here. A much needed healing on these engineers. It may be worth it. If it's not going to go for a triage center right now, it may be a good idea to send these engineers over to his teammate to see his medics and get some blood transfusions. Probably those bones sticking out is not a good idea as well. And now we do have Scorched Earth selected by the Panzer League player, taking time to build up some tank traps. I don't think using all 3 or using 3 squads to build tank traps is a good idea. 1 is more than plenty, so he's probably quickly trying to dig in over in this region. They have to perhaps be a little bit more defensive for the time being because his teammate has dropped a lot of assets. Panzer Grenadiers pushing way forward, trying to get some damage, and does get some damage on the Jeep, but looks like the Jeep's doing more damage. Now we do got the Kriegswehr complete over here.
Have regained the momentum on the field.
That squad does get forced back. We do now have a 2-2 deployed on the field with the Kettengrad. With Scorcher, that Kettengrad can go around booby trap points. It's probably a good idea to go around booby trap some points when you get a chance. Panzer Grenadiers are inside the garrison. The two needs to provide some fire support to that Panzer Grenadier squad.
Where do you want us?
MG42 now blood field, Pack 38 as well. And now do have, looks like wire going on down, so like I said, probably not a good idea to use all your squads in that. MG42 does fall back there. And now I've got this rifleman squad advancing forward, does potentially find some shots there on that armored car. And Grenadiers are engaging from the garrison, but they're very wounded. Rifleman squad does fall back. Over here, got the Panzer Grenadiers moving around. Deep engaging the armored car. Do now have a mortar half track now pulling the field. And now let's get some cannon fire there onto the Jeep. Rifleman squad does see a bit of fire there. I do hear what sound like a mortar. That's probably from the mortar half track. He does barrage that garrison there. I think the MG42 still inside. It is not. Greyhound not pulled on the field. He needs a light attack track to pull it on the field sooner rather than later. His teammate does have a Pack 38 here. It's way up here, so he's rotating around. Oh, there's two dead Kettengrads there. Didn't see them both going down, but looks like they both went down right there.
Pack 38, ready.
Oh, wait. Okay, that is a rifleman squad. I don't know why. Through the garrison, to me that looked like one of the 30 cal crew members. Like it was actually fully M1917 30 cal. 222 is now roaming around. Pack 38 set up in this region in front of the bunker. Soon they're gonna have a massive headache from it. Do now have a booby trap right there. The rifleman squad will find it, but how much will they find it? No response here. This is gonna be deadly. It's a decent hit there, and it's only an incendiary one from a Kettengrad. Another Pack 38 on the field. Does get an 80 gun shot there as well. Very, very nice. Does get find that shot there. Poor control. The Greyhound could go down. Does go down. Rifle squad advancing forward. MG42 finds a good volley there out to the armored car. Gains some good damage onto it. Let's find a volley. Then the Panzer Grenadiers suppressing them all. Asking his teammate to repair something. And that is the... Let's see, that is one of the US players. No, that's actually the Wehrmacht player that mentioned that. We do not got the off-map power shooting already on him. Looks like one of the US players have gone for infantry doctrine. Let's go ahead and take a look at everybody's doctrines and resources. This US player appears not select that doctrine just yet. Has a good amount of manpower, small amount of munitions. As well as going for more Greyhounds or another Greyhound. His teammate has... Of course, the off-map power shoot has a decent reserve of manpower, munitions, and fuel. No levels in the supply yard. Yep, no levels in the supply yard either. The Wehrmacht player has 3 Pack 38s, maybe a little bit overkill at this point in time. And also lacking both Volksgrenadiers and regular Grenadiers. Not sure what he's planning with all that.
Veterancy gained.
Vet 1 support weapons wouldn't be half bad in its current composition, as well as Veterancy Light 1 vehicles for his light AT, not his light AT guns, his Pack 38s. These forces are to make their way forward, and the Panzer League player, as Beer selected Doctrine, yeah, he's gotten the tank traps out, or the roadblocks. So he's definitely gone for Scorched Earth, and we also know about the booby traps as well. His fuel reserve is spent, going for those like the Martyr research. Dude's now skirmishing around, good suppression across all the front line there. There's another MG42 in this region. Looks like the Flamer Engineers went down there, or something was wiped out. Looks like Rifleman Squad. Let's use some medical crates, medical ability on the Pioneers here. Fresh Kettengrad now employed on the field as well. He has 2 Kettengrads once again. I'm not sure why he has so many Kettengrads. They're not camouflage ones for spotting. I can see 1 for booby traps, maybe not 2. And now got the off-map power shoot, getting some good hits there. Bunker stays up. Pack 38 does not get decrewed.
Our comrades report the enemy has destroyed a vehicle.
And something went down over there. Not so sure what. Was that a Jeep? Yeah, looks like the Jeep went down there. STG squad inside the garrison. M8 severely wounded. May go down. That was a whiff of a shot there. Mortar half-track engaging that M1 AT gun. Nothing being researched over here.
An enemy unit.
Not sure what went down there. Could have been that AT gun that was being barraged. Yes, it did. Rifleman Squad now receives suppressive fire there from the Panzer Grenadiers. Luckily get fully pinned. We got the 2-2s firing away, getting some good damage on the other Rifleman Squad here. AT gun shots over here, getting some shots on in. M1 AT gun firing some shots, trying to hit that Kettengrad, but does back off around the corner and does get the fuel point captured on, is captured on down. You got now a 30 cal emplacement here, but the Panzer Grenadiers will find an angle there. Do got a medic stationed here, grabbing a second casualty, and the medics and the Panzer Grenadiers do get inside the garrison. Support weapon center deployed out by the US player we have selected. His teammate also has a support weapon center. 1 sniper deployed on the field. Great Granada warfare hit there from the mortar half-track.
Artillery support is now available.
Do not have off-map power shoot available. Off cooldown. His teammate has not selected the Doctrine just yet. Has 4 command points. Probably a good idea to go for armor. And the M1 AT gun does get shot up by those 2-2s. Got multiple Panzer squads here. Mortar half-track
has their orders.
Mortar half-track trying to find a barrage here. We got now Allied War Machine being selected and going for the Calliope relatively soon. Landmine being deployed on out. We do got a decent amount of, if you look at the mini-map, as the Axis players, we do see a pretty big line of various light vehicles and support weapons, including a half-track here. Does have Veterancy 1 light vehicles, which is going to be useful versus his 4 AT guns. He also has a Grenade Warfare on the field as well. Big support weapon energy there. No Doctrine selected either. He's the only one that I don't know about Doctrine just yet. Since his teammate has gone for Scorched Earth, it may be a good idea to go for either. They know about off-map power shoots, so maybe a good idea to go for either Terror. I don't see any Doctrines will be good. Blitzkrieg is always very, very reasonable and very strong with the manpower Blitz, pulling out a line of armor. The Terror Doctrine and Defensive Doctrine both have off-map howitzer or off-map artillery to engage the M2s that may be employed on out.
Cowards attack our forward base.
Goods there. M2's now raining on in. We do have an M2 right here. Another M2 now on the build queue or being deployed out as well. It looks like the US sniper does fall back out from the front line. Pioneers, Flaming Pioneers trying to destroy this observation post. Greyhound trying to disrupt their movement there, does back them, have them back off. Does get one full retreat back. Flamer trying to get a volley there. Does get suppressed by the Pinto Mount and may get wiped out. Next shot may wipe him out. Rolls a miss there. The Flaming Pioneer looks like he will escape on out of there. Has efficiency 2 light support weapons there. Infantry 42 firing away, but it is perhaps in artillery range of the Pak-38 as well, so potentially it could get the Pak-38 gets splashed down with the artillery range on in here.
Defend the fatherland until death.
There goes the Pioneers. As Grenadiers advance forward, 1 G43, 1 STG. Let's get some shots there. Let's get a good hit there. Getting multiple hits there onto the Greyhound. Grenadier squad does fall back there. Rolls and miss there. Greyhound plenty of health. Got some booby traps deployed on the field. None over here at the moment. Just that 1, 2. And now we've got a Panther research and Panthers deployed out on the field for the Pens Elite player. Engineers does lose one of the models there due to being crushed. Artillery ran in. This MG bunker has gone down. Kettengrad has received some fire as well. He could use a Berkant to recover the carcass if it still survives the barrage. It did not survive the barrage. And that's cheap there. And these other 2 Kettengrads have gone down as well. They may have been salvaged by the Wehrmacht player. That's a little bit too close to the current barrage on the map. Got a good number of vehicles split with the Panzer player. The Wehrmacht player may want to go for some repair bunkers. Going too heavy in these machine gun bunkers, honestly. He also needs a definitely to select the doctrine now for an off-map artillery piece. He's going for so many support weapons. He needs something to engage those artillery pieces. He needs to camouflage forward with a sniper. Call in, go for Firestorm, and bring in the Firestorm on top of one of those artillery emplacements. Mortar does find a good hit there. Granada Warfare has been decreased from the mortar half track. Rifleman squad getting annihilated. Fully gets wiped out there. Flamer Pioneers advancing forward. Overrunning the sniper. The sniper get burned, may get burned alive, does get burned alive there. Now the engineers are falling, our Pioneers are falling back. One Patriot shot rolls and miss there. Granada Warfare do hit his own Panzer a little bit. And now the other Panzer is getting suppressed. He needs to pull back both these forces. Oh, howdy. Thank you for the raid, Simply Co. of 37 people. Looks like one of the Panther squads may have been wiped out right there. Got the medics bringing back some casualties for the US player. Now the Panther Grenadiers are falling on back. Engineers kept the munitions sector there. Panthers are a little bit wounded, but they can get repaired on up. Nothing too serious.
Human has died a hero.
And I think he may have just lost a Pioneer. I'm not sure what he lost. He has so many support weapons. He's got a lot of Pak-38s decrewed. Looks like the capture MG. No, that's a 30 cal. Is that off-map combat group? No, he straight up built a 30 cal. I know he captured one of the players captured MG4 too, but that is definitely a 30 cal squad. And he is not the infantry player. Rifleman squad trying to charge him forward, trying to get a sticky bomb. Does get a good rearmor hit there, blocking the path of his own Panther to do. Not exactly a great idea. Repair Pioneers gains from, well, repairs. Over here, do got the Pioneers overrunning the M1 AT gun. Greyhound will be here to defend it, but he may get the weapon decrewed. So honestly, those Pioneers may want to just fall back and help his teammate repair up those Panthers. One's almost down, the other one's severely wounded as well. And those Pioneers do fall back in time. There's got incendiary mortars coming on in. Damage and crit there from the mortar half track, and the AT gun does get decrewed. And that's okay. That's the same 30 cal. I don't know why I thought it was a different 30 cal, but you still got the 30 cal squad there. Booby trap activated. Ah, it's incendiary one from the Kettengrad. AT gun is severely damaged. This one is damaged as well. If you're not pushing him forward or backwards. Does he not have base healing? Because these Panzer Grenadier, this squad needs to stay back and get healed up. It's not going to accomplish too much. It's going to be a big manpower waste. Does he immediately get shot up by the crew members of the 30 cal as well? When he falls back, let's double check and make sure he has base healing, because I don't know if he has base healing. Still running away.
Engineer squad ready.
Panther's starting to push his way forward. Oh, he does have base healing there, so must have received some splash damage, say, from artillery piece. Got a good number of AT guns here. And he's gone for a Blitzkrieg. I don't agree with that. He has so many support weapons. Vet 3 elite support units. He has also Vet 2 light vehicles.
300 points left.
But they need an off-map artillery barrage in case those artillery placements, especially him with so many defensive units. Engineers advancing forward. 30 cal sitting on up, though. AT gun does get decrewed. There is a valid spot there for the 30 cal to go look at that way, and he may get burned alive inside that garrison. So trying to focus on the AT gun there. Oh, here looks the Flame Pioneer Sails get forced back, does destroy the observation post there. And I do think the 30 cal got burned alive. Rifle squad receives some good shots there from the Panthers. 222's now rotating around, trying to get some good shots there on the AT gun as well. Manpower Blitz is a good item, however. What? Why is he not going for the Panzer Command or Stugs? He's just blowing up Pioneers. Why? Pioneers now receiving quite a bit of damage right there. This Pioneer squad is pretty wounded, needs to fall back as well. Incendiary mortar does come on in from the mortar half track. 222's push way forward. Can somebody explain to me what is going on? Why is it blowing out so many Pioneers? Like, seriously, why? You need munitions to upgrade to, Memeing? Alright. You need munitions for all the flamethrowers, but you need also munitions for the manpower blitz. Which doesn't mix well. So that's a half track here, unloaded and unupgraded. Do not got a Calliope here. That should be very effective for all the static weapons. Humo's gonna be a good item to engage these 8 artillery pieces.
The Americans are capturing a sector.
Vet 1 artillery piece, Vet 2 artillery piece. More artillery raining on in. Get some good hits there on the bunkers. Antrax push away forward. G43 squad as well as mortar smoke raining on in. Very nice. I think that's from the mortar half track. AT guns almost destroyed. Panther could get a shot onto it. Does roll and miss, however. Greyhound advance forward, trying to hit these Pioneers. Pioneers salvaging the wreckage. Very nice. The tactic was called idiotic, but then they mastered it and understood everything. Maybe. Oh, it does get a full wipe on the Panzer Grenadier. 2 Panzer Grenadier squads do get fully wiped out. He's just down to 2 now. A G43 and STG. He lost all of his Panzerschrecks. Panther received some damage there. Calliope barrage raining on in. At least the Pioneers are upgraded for repairing up, that's for sure. And for dying to Calliope barrages. Rifleman squad trying to capture the central VP. Two are advance on forward. AT gun lining up a shot there. Rifleman. Let's take out the Rifleman squad entirely. Rifleman squad over here is pretty damaged. AT gun's not exactly doing all too well either. More incendiary mortars raining on in. You got a mortar team, and actually a fully built mortar team that's still crewed. Could have been from off-map combat group. He's the infantry player, of course, but does not have off-map combat group available, so that was actually a purposely built mortar team. Which is not half bad versus opponent's current composition of a lot of static weapons. But the Hummels will now going to be put some big holes into them. Engineers received some good amount of damage there. You got the Panther as well as a decrewed AT gun here. Another casualty claimed by the medic. This medic has a lot of casualties in front of him. Trying to pick up this down engineer. Rifle squad could try to charge forward. AT gun does get focused down. And the Pioneers do find the flank there on the M2 howitzer. However, no veteran. Wait. Oh, now he's trying to force fire. Let the M10s take them out, but did one of them actually get crushed there? I thought we got Calliope Barrage raining point blank onto that Panther. I don't know why. It looked like the M10 may have crushed on the models that were still trying to get on the gun. It may be still vulnerable to be crushed in that situation. I was not sure. M10's not pushed way forward. This is the Armored Doctrine player. He also has a Greyhound to support the Armored Doctrine as well. May want to use Field Repair if he has that available. He has Allied War Machine available. He may have enough command points to get a Field Repair. All depends if he's got the rapid deployment. M10 now is seeing quite a bit of damage right there. Rear armor hit there. Gets a good pin there. Lots of Panthers. And does take out the M10 there. Pioneer's taking time to repair up his teammate. We've got the Rifleman squad advance forward trying to perhaps get a sticky bomb off. M2 howitzers may be raining on this region. Or up there. SDG squad trying to capture this region. Grenadier and Pioneer. Pioneer now trying to capture that VP.
Casualties being reported.
And we've got a Rifleman squad or Flame Engineer getting wiped out by... Here's the Kettengrad. SCG squad advance forward does not decrew the mortar team. Medic right there, so no drop casualties in this region. And SCG squad does potentially go down. It's very wounded. And it looks like does man escape on out of there. AT gun does get a shot there on the Panther. And now I do hear Calliope Barrage just raining on in. Going to get some good hits there on these repair Pioneers, which are not the repair bunker Pioneers. One Pioneer does go down. Another Pioneer does go down, but they are, of course, dirt cheap. Let's get a bit of attack efficiency on the 2-2 as well. Sometimes it's a good idea to mix these up. You like the defense for more durability, but the accuracy, the efficiency on the 2-2s are make them very, very deadly. No medics here. They maybe go around picking up casualties, or they may be dead. One of the two. Another M10 being pulled on out. This time from the infantry player. That could have been from off-map combat group. Yep, that was from the off-map combat group. Got another 30 cal mortar team there. As well as a rifleman squad. The mortar team at this point in time has diminishing returns. The 30 cal can be decent just to throw onto a sector you just don't want it overran. Another M10 now pulled on the field. We got 3 M10s on the field. Mortar is efficiency 1. Got a forward HQ here as well. And now Pioneers, regular Pioneers, not Flamer Pioneers, are trying to capture this point. I don't think it's going to go well. Let's see, let's cover each player from the top and see what resources in composition. After that Pioneer gets wiped on out. The armor player does have an absurd reserve of munitions, so he has plenty of munitions there. May want to be a bit suicidal of his allied war machine. Has a good reserve of manpower and fuel. He may be sitting up for a Pershing. Needs a lot of command points, however. Maybe a good idea to go for some Sherman tanks, 76mm Sherman tanks with this many resources here.
Unit down.
And looks like more Pioneers exploding. For the infantry player, has good reserve manpower, probably going just for off-map combat groups for the time being. It has 2 M2s on the field, make that 3. I see one way over here, and a big mix of other stuff. No more engineers, so we can't deploy out many more M2s, but 3 is probably plenty. M10 now receiving some hits there. This Panther has plenty of health. Both Panthers have plenty of health, and they have 2 defense specialty. We also have good reserve of munitions and fuel for other assets. M10 does go down there. Blitzkrieg player, only been using manpower blitz currently. Has good reserve for all resources. I still believe he should go with Panzer Command, just not more pioneers. I've got Allied War Machine now active. This one, main gun destroyed, engine destroyed, so it's basically destroyed. Ooh, go for the Hummel there. Off-map power shoot raining on in as well. On-map howitzer also as well. There goes the Hummel. May want to go focus on the park because the chance of them going out working together to recover these Hummels are very, very likely in my opinion. M10's going to focus on the other one. Allied War Machine so active. Does get the short crit there. Switch back to him for a moment. Allied War Machine has worn off. And rolls on this there. Takes that one out. Does not get these guys recovered.
We're down to 200 points.
The Valor player has an absurd reserve of manpower, manpower blitz. Oh no, still has. It's almost off cooldown, but maybe not. Has good reserve of manpower and fuel. 5 people are running on in, getting some great damage, annihilates those pioneers again. And now going for Stu. He does have efficiency 1 tanks. Got to switch from 4, getting some good hits there on the Sherman Calliopes. AT gun firing away, getting some good hits there. Greyhound may just want to be used to draw some fire. He can't let these Calliopes go down, though he does have enough munitions for Allied War Machine. AT gun getting some good shots on in. And right now, the Panzer Elite player, of course, has all of the important all of doctrinal abilities collected. Has a good manpower reserve, an excellent munitions reserve, and an excellent fuel reserve. So he can pull out anything for the rest of the game, so he's floating a bit of resource overall. He has a bit of manpower, population space. He may be eyeing for a Bergantiga. No, he's not. A lot of his armor is actually quite wounded. He needs his teammates to repair them up. M10 now advancing on forward.
The enemy advances.
M10 just charging forward. Panther severely wounded. We may see a fly barrage relatively soon. So plenty of munitions. And he does have 3 M10s out on the field. Maybe now soon to be 2. Now, and there's sector artillery there. Rifle squad needs to fall back. And the M10 will actually manage to escape. He does have a squad of engineers still alive for repairs. Alright, another barrage there, making some of these repair pioneers. There's 2 of them there.
Enemy unit down.
Make that, all of them gone down right there. And capture him before 2, holding the line there. M10 firing a shot there, still severely wounded. We got more M10s being put on the field here. We got 2 more here. And one last one being rolling on up. Do not have field repair being activated. His Calliopes need repairs as well, so going for that repair ability is probably a good idea. Because he actually does need it. He's also a pop cap at the moment. M2 now firing away. Veteran C1, Veteran C3, Veteran C2. And more booby traps. More repair, please. Let's see. That is the Panzer Elite player asking for more, probably repair bunkers, not for pioneers. The Panzer Elite player needs more repair bunkers. He's been battered and bruised. A lot of his armor's been battered and bruised. In fact, Panthers are both Veteran C3. Mortal Half-Track's Veteran C3. His 222s are Veteran C2 and 3. And they're all damaged. Barring the Hummel. Sherman Calliopes, he's advancing on forward. Eyeing for a barrage some of this region. Let's take out Pioneer Squad again. Flame Engineer decapturing that point. mortar here. Zero, well, no Veteran C. Veteran C, 4 kills at the moment. 30 cal trying to show the Stu's who's boss, and he's failing at that. Let's get a sticky bomb there. He may be pinging something saying repair please. Stu's now fully immobilized. Maybe I need to go for more sticky bombs there. Greyhound gains some hits there and receives some hits there. M10's not turning forward. Does get destroyed right there. Does take out the Stu. And got destroyed on the Greyhound. He is the armor player who's been at pop caps, so losing the Greyhound is not a massive issue, in my opinion. May free up some population for other assets. You now got the sector artillery in this sector. Does the crew of the Pack 38. Sticky bomb does connect on the half track. MG bunker does go down. Damage crit there. Rifleman squad is suppressed by the MG42. And now getting ripped apart by the off-map artillery.
Proven its superiority once again.
There's a dropped bar right there. Stu does get a small hit there. Now we do got Calliope Barrage raiding on in. Gets good hits there on the Pioneers and on the Panther. But the most of the shots are actually raiding a little bit short before hitting the Panther. The Panther is a little bit better bruised, but a lot of those shots hit that little ledge. Stu now advancing forth. There's a lot of roadblocks in this region. And 30 cal mega overran. The Rifleman squad should get a sticky bomb there. Sticky bomb does connect. Damage and crit there. And our Rifleman squad is seeing a bit more fire now. Down here, we've got the M10s setting on up, ready for engagement.
The enemy has a mere 100 points.
Greyhound 80 on a defense position. The forward HQ is still up and going. Why is the medic station still alive? No, the medic station is not alive anymore. Nor is any tree alive anymore. And it's not fully repaired. You see any more repair bunkers? I don't even see a single rectangle on the map suggesting a repair bunker. Looks like the mortar half track does go down to an M2 artillery barrage. Almost set up right there. M10's now advancing on forward. We're seeing some shots there. M10's advancing forward. There's currently 5 M10s. He has plenty of munitions for both field repair and allied war machine. He could go for early field repair to get these guys top of health. Calliope Barrage now raining on it, getting some great damage all across the front line. M10's now pushing forward, trying to get some shots there. We'll find a Hummel, only 2 kills, so it's relatively fresh. This Hummel has 3 kills, not exactly doing ultra great as well. And there goes the Panther. Allied war machine has been activated. Some of the M10s are getting quite damaged. Hummel's now receiving some fire there. Trying to charge and force. Does take out one of the M10s. Allied war machines halfway done. Does activate field repair as well. Still likely will go down relatively soon. And this M10, Allied war machine has worn off. Stu finds a shot there. M10 does go down. And now the Panther is seeing lots of fire. There's actually roadblocks here. He blocked his own Panther right there. And he got destroyed there. Boob trap is activated there. There's a regular boob trap. He has enough command points for Calliope, and not Calliope, Pershing. And some of these guys are receiving quite a bit of damage. Those lose some of these M10s. Field repair has been activated.
Front lines are collapsing.
He's down to 3 M10s. He could get out a Pershing, and he has enough population space, so I would say go get the Pershing out. Greyhound's advancing forward. M10's getting repaired up quite nicely. There's effectively 3 M10, which are very, very deadly. You do not want to be around them for all too long, or else you won't be around them for all too long. Pack 38, Veteran C2, sitting on up, finds a shot there on the Vet 3 M10, and it looks like they're going to be backing on off. Got a fresh round of Panthers as well as not a fresh Hummel there. This one got to kill him on the M10s.
Enemy unit down.
victory point.
Greyhound push right forward. Does get Allied War Machine activated there. This M10 may go down. Not letting it die there. Rolls on this there. And the Greyhound may go down as well. Greyhound receiving quite a bit of fire there. And rolls a miss there. Allied War Machine's about ready to wear on off. It has worn on off. Rifle Squad now main support trying to get a catch from this point. The Allies are down to 47 tickets. They don't have a lot of tickets remaining. Looks like they want the Clive needs to go down. Rifle Squad to get a sticky bomb off there. It does get damage into crit. US player has a good reserve of resources. His teammate doesn't have a lot of good reserve resources at the moment, so has a 3 M2s to fire some barrage there. Some of these guys are getting quite damaged. The M42 has been decrewed there. Gonna catch at this point. And he's right now trying to ask for more repairs. Thank you for the follow, Pulling Stick. With 2Ks. More artillery raining on in. Got the Panthers push forward. The Allies don't have a lot of VPs. It's double capture against them. They have maintained trouble capturing the VPs. They've overall been doing better in combat systems. This game just haven't been playing the VP game all too well, haven't they? The Wehrmacht player, plenty of fuel, good reserve manpower, low on everything else. Pretty close to a Tiger tank. Maybe a good idea to save up the Tiger tank. Not sure. Let's see. He has Veteran C2 on tanks as well, so it's probably a good idea with the Tiger tank. Greyhound does go down there. That does free some population space for the US player. Does scorch the point as well, which means they have more of a permanent double cap. They can't capture this point to make it a single cap.
Under heavy fire! We can't move! Position taking fire! 57 here!
And looks like the Allied players will lose the game. And that M42 does go down there. Panther's going to take time to clean up the AT gun, but the game is now already over. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Goes to show you, still have to play the VP game, even if you're doing generally well in combat. Let's see now. Let's go for another 2v2. I'm in the mood for 2v2s. Let's see. Unless you guys want to do a 1v1, I'm going to leave that up to you. In the meantime, I'm going to try to find a 2v2. This one seems familiar. I may have already cast this one. One moment, please. Let's see. I actually have not cast this one just yet. So, we could do this one here. Oh, thank you for the follow, Nick Columns, or Nick Columns. Thank you for the follow, Ms. Zilium. I probably butcher your name. Oh, let's see now. Where was I started? Oh, yeah. Greetings, everyone. And great here. Another Couple Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the left side as the US player. We have Run Into My Skills. Spawn as the British ally. We have you, Brain Shinsaden. I have no idea how to pronounce that last part. Spawn as the Panzer Elite player of Jenny from Dot Block. And as the other Panzer Elite player, we have Faye King. It was like, oh, scope rifle squads are not eyeing to capture that fuel point. British command truck is not packing up. Let's switch over to the British player. There's generally a bit more variety in build orders for British players. Got the scope rifle squad trying to pursue the Kettengrad. Of course, got the Kettengrad now trying to pursue the scope rifle squad. We'll see a bit of shots there. Panzer Grenadiers looks like eyeing to get inside the garrison. Scope rifle squad looks like got in the garrison, however, first. They call dibs. Maybe a good idea to go for the Panzer Grenadier squad first before trying to hit the Kettengrads. They're currently running around everywhere. Could see these engineers bullied around away from the fuel point. He must have realized that instead of trying to deploy his HQ in this sector here, he was going to deny the forward HQ in this sector. Leningrad trying to capture this VP here. Panzer Grenadiers are pushing forward into this garrison. Of course, you can't establish a forward HQ outside supply. Intersection unupgraded, now engaging. I do see a lieutenant impacting at the HQ now. Rifle squad intersection trying to engage the Panzer Grenadier squad. Is there no windows on the side? There are no windows on the side, so they will pick away against that squad. Scope Rifle squad still trying to hold out this garrison. There is a window on this side. I'm not sure if they can fire out of it. More of a hole there. But they may be busy trying to shoot this guy here. But they're going to get overwhelmed. Intersection squad here at this point has been decaptured, I think, by the Leningrad. But now this unupgraded squad is being inspired by the lieutenant to actually move. Scope Rifle squad has sweeped fire there. Rifle squad inside the garrison. On this side, there are 4 windows. Not exactly great for riflemen who have 6 models. Now they're down to 5. I suppose if they're down to 4 models, would be good. I think the Panzer Elite players will help them out with that part. Let's try to push this guy forward, trying to capture this fuel point now. Down south, Leningrad does go down to the British forces. U.S. engineers capture the region, and we've got the 2 Panzer Grenadiers here. U.S. engineers do capture the point there. Intersection squad may want to get in a good fighting position there. Over here, Rifleman squad is behind the heavy cover there, capture the fuel point as well. Intersection is still in support of the lieutenant there. It's just getting some great damage to us as well. And both those Panzer Grenadier squads do fall back. Engineers decided to fall back. I probably would have pushed forward with the engineers to capture these sectors, because they're not really meant for combat unless he's trying to deploy another structure, which he probably doesn't have enough fuel for another structure at the moment. So I'm looking at the British player, not the US player. Section advancing forward. We got the forward HQ here. Doesn't appear, and the health bar is going up, so he does have forward healing as well. Rifleman squad here does fall back. This intersection squad trying to advance it forward, trying to get some damage onto this Panzer Grenadier. And the slit trench is going on up. Or down. I think it goes down because of the trench, right? One of the Panzer Grenadiers a bit wounded, down to 2 models. Casualty player station now pulled up by the Brit. Lieutenant firing away. Does not fully build a slit trench. He doesn't need it just yet. He does get some good damage there on these Panzer Grenadiers. Of course, with the forward healing the sector, it should be a good fighting position there, but this is a different sector here. He needs to perhaps fight from this right here. Of course, there's no cover there yet. I suppose you can go for roadblocks or for, what's it called, Luftwaffe ground forces to get access to assets to use as cover. Of course, that'll be a two-way street because then your opponent can use them. Leningrad now being repaired on up, very nice. Those are going to try start reinforce this guy. You can start the reinforcement, get in, back out the far side. He does have a slit trench here. Maybe a good idea, since there's a garrison here, go for rifle grenades. Rifle grenades will have great range and hit the garrison itself. But of course, we've got incendiary grenades. A different type of grenade, but still a grenade nonetheless. It does go and just abandon the trench there, didn't scuttle it. Scope Rifle squad, maybe guy behind against that trench now. Immediately throws another incendiary grenade there, scuttles it now. Rifleman squad's coming for a massive flank with a Flamer Engineer. The Flamer Engineer could hit the garrison. Does get it pinned there by G43s, one of them. And Scope Rifle squad now falling back. A couple casualties being claimed. Rifleman squads getting outnumbered, probably not a good position for them at the moment. They are behind a bit of light cover there, except for this guy. These guys are not really behind any sort of cover, or in this one over here. Does capture the fuel point now. Another incendiary grenade throw, trying to displace these riflemen from that cover. Very nice. Overall, right now, it looks like they need a mortar team, whether it be from the US player or from the mortar placement from the British player. Does get a good number of casualties recovered so far. 4 out of the 5. Not sure where the other medics are at the moment. And the infrastructure squad there does fall back. They're here 2-2s. Yes, do you see here 2-2. Patching clearing stations about to get overrun. He can use some medical crates to help get them healed up all in combat. And the healing ability only goes over here. We now got a field support truck here. The US player does not have any additional buildings at the moment. And we have the HQ command truck packing up so we can retreat back a bit more safely. And redeploys out there now. Got the healing effect there. Oh, he has 2. Oh, there's a triage center there. That's why I deployed the casualty clearing station forward. It does go down, however. But the US player pushed forward with a triage center right there. Very, very nice. Now the Brit doesn't have to spend munitions there to get this guy's healed up. It does have to do a bit of micro, but that's tolerable. He could also deploy his HQ command truck maybe a little bit more down this direction here. He does actually use the field support truck there to improve the missions income. So it looks like he's swapping off, trying to find a different angle for his forward retreat point. Or a retreat point. Okay, we got the British player going for Royal Artillery. Let's take a quick look at each player's doctrines, resources, things that sword. Got Sappers from Waterfield. No Captain just yet, so no Stewart anytime soon. Has a good number of munitions and fuel, manpower. Not a whole lot of fuel at the moment. But of course, enough munitions perhaps bring in some officer artillery. US player may have the doctrine as well. Has 2 command points. He has a good reserve of manpower. Not really big reserve of munitions. No fuel reserves. He does have a motor pool and a supply yard. He may have manpower increase. I need to double check that when we get at the moment. I think he would have more manpower fuel at the moment. Now got the officer artillery raiding on in. That's one way to short a forward healing point. Recommend a good position there behind some heavy cover. Hansley player number 1 has 2 command points. He may have select the doctrine as well. Probably either Tank Hunter or Scorched Earth. I'm guessing he spotted for Scorched Earth. I think his teammate may move for Tank Hunt or Luftwaffe Ground Forces for Flak 88s, but that's just a guess. 2 command points as well. How many command points does the British player has? Maybe they don't have such a doctrine just yet. Maybe I'm misreading some stuff. So the trench has been abandoned, not scuttled. Scope Alpha Squad received quite a bit of fire there. 4 HQ down to a little bit more than half health. Does get inside this trench there, scuttles it, and now falls back. 4 HQ has been redeployed in this location there. And the field support truck is been packed on up once again. Engineers do fall back there, try and get out a 25-pounder now. 25-pounder is a good item in this moment. I'm not sure what he's trying to do with this truck here. That is not a resource sector there, but we'll keep it secure. Not sure what he's planning with that. Maybe just want to deploy it out there to get out a captain. The other... Oh yeah, this Paisley player doesn't have a whole lot of resources either at the moment. Do now have the 25-pounder barraging, firing away. Got 2 flame engineers, 3 riflemen, and AT gun there. Very nice. AT gun finds a hit there. And finds a kill there. The trench is now being pulled out. Scope our squad advancing forward. This may see some more officer artillery onto the HQ. I think I found an invisible button. I swear I find invisible buttons. Yeah, look, Pad Support Command. There's an invisible button right there for select the Pad Support Command. For this player. I don't know how, but there is. Right now, nothing been plotted about field support truck. No captain on the field either. Incendiary mortar does come on in, but looks like he does miss the slit trench. No slit trench isn't getting hit, but not the infrastructure there. Flame engineers faints forward, trying to get some damage on these pads of grenadiers. They do fall back nice and early. Yep. We already know what Dashi's gone for. I don't know why I was trying to look to see if those boards there. Got a lot of Panzer grenades here. Another incendiary grenade throw. And he's going to need to scuttle the trench relatively soon. He's trying to brave it out a little bit too much. Another casualty clearing station there. Maybe trying to hold off the casualty clearing station. Does fall back there. Still needs one more casualty to get a free intersection, right? So maybe it is worth it to go for another casualty clearing station. It's probably generally a good idea to get you healing either way. Lieutenant's region starting to get overrun. There's going to be a Vet 3 Pounds Grenadier here. Does cancel the casualty clearing station. Does lose a full intersection there.
Germans are after one of our munitions.
25 pounder barrage raining on in onto this HQ. Does destroy it. Incendiary grenade does get thrown. We're gonna get overran in this region. So the Pounds Grenadiers maybe just trying to back on off. They're a bit battered and bruised. Not a lot of model drops. Rifleman squads, however, did drop a lot of models.
Captain ready for action.
Oh, we do have a captain now deployed. View, see the big glowing sector. You can perhaps deploy a slit trench for him to help keep it nice and secure for him. Nice and warm for all of his troops. Flame engineers advancing forward. Rifleman squad following back. A fuel support truck has been redeployed on this fuel sector, so this fuel sector is permanently, well, somewhat permanently secured for the British forces. And you also have the captain in this region as well.
Secured sector under attack.
Of course, there is still a good reason to approach the captain forward for the artillery barrages.
German forces are trying to overrun one of our sectors.
Intersection does receive some good damage there. Does get a nice peek. Ooh! Panzer IV C. I like seeing that thing. You don't really see it all too often. In my opinion, it can be very effective. Though then again, anything could be very effective. Especially when nothing's shooting at you. But it could help siege down, say, the British HQ, set it up nearby, and start pelting away all the reinforcing stuff.
Yes, sir.
We got some more PS being plotted out. Very nice. Do we see armored skirts on the way? No armored skirts at the moment.
Panzer. Roadblocks are now at our disposal.
I think I know what doctrine he selected. He has gone for Scorched Earth. Doesn't have enough munitions for armored skirts at the moment. His teammate has gone for Tank Hunter, so got Scorched Earth, Tank Hunter. And now +1 Hetzer. Going for a slit trench there, very nice. The only thing that's... Oh, we got armor doctrine as well. It looks like every player has selected a doctrine. So we got Royal Artillery, Armor, Scorched Earth, and Tank Hunter. Good at there. As Grenadiers are falling back, I think his forces were quite wounded. Hope he has healing. I forget which of these players got the forward HQ. The other player may skip down on base medics. Hetzer now firing some shots there. He does get hit there on the field support truck. And also this Panzer Grenadier squad does get forced back by these forces. US AT gun firing away. We've got a US sniper now deployed on the field. And now the field support truck is now being repaired up by his teammates' engineers. Looks like we may have some more Piets or Pioneers. If I can select on it. There we go. More sappers being deployed on the field.
Sapper Piet team at the ready.
He could go for a casualty clearing station because he needs some medics. Ooh, good hit there. Doesn't take time to scuttle the trench either, so the captain's going to hop on in.
Germans hitting one of our forward sectors.
AT gun shot there onto the Hetzer. 222's advancing forward. Riflemen do not have bars. They may not have sticky bombs either. Got some good shots over there. Panzer Grenadiers are starting advancing forward. Captain's inside the slit trench. The captain does scuttle a slit trench there. And the Panzer IV C is still moving around. Very nice. But of course has to avoid the AT gun.
Secured sector under attack.
Done here.
Over here, Panzer Grenadiers advancing on forward. He's firing some shots there on these forces, getting some good damage on in. Do have, of course, this is the Tank Hunter player, so he can repair it up with his Kenton Grad. Panzer Grenadiers now falling back. And that is a good shot there by the 25 pounder. He needs a bit more splash damage there. I think he may have... No, he did not wipe out that squad.
Yes, sir. Fiat team ready.
These guys sprinting around. Got some good shots there onto the mortar half track. These squads Panzer IV. Panzer IV-C could use the armored skirts. That could help them reduce damage from the shape charges of those hits. And good shots there onto those sappers. Rolls I think he rolled a miss, but a splash damage hit. More such as slit trenches going on up.
HQ is down to 300 points.
And the Axis players still have full 500 tickets, while their opponents only have less than 300 now. These forces on advance of 4. Panzer Grenadiers and trying to engage. Rifleman squads do now the bar research. It's good damage there on the Rifleman squad with the AT Hetzer, and the Panzer Grenadiers do force them back. Now the Rifleman squad are all withdrawing from the region. Slit trench now, Garrison. Receive a bit of fire there. Get some good hits there. And now we've got a fresh stag hound. He may be using that to get out fireflies. So maybe good to go for some fireflies. And Parrot sending grenades to come on out. He needs to scuttle the trench as soon as he can. The sappers may get burned alive, but of course the Captain 4 there is always helpful. Does lose one of the balls there and drops a Fiat.
Target has been destroyed.
Oh, one of the Panzer Grenadiers went down there. A couple more incendiary grenades to push way forward.
Sector under attack.
We got now the armor command truck receiving some fire there. The 25 pounder barrage trying to hit this Panzer truck squad.
Jerry's taking one of our forward sectors.
Of course, we got the armor command truck with that stag hound in the field, but still needs a field support truck to redeploy pioneers, even though our sappers. It starts losing them. Good artillery barrage there to do push away forward, trying to get some good damage on in. Barrage is now available. And now this armor car is falling him back. Getting some good hits there. ATS are trying to avoid sticky bombs there. He may not have sticky bomb research at the current rate. Let's switch over to him. Don't see sticky bomb research at the moment. And it didn't seem like he's trying to go for sticky bombs, so he may not have it researched. Good mortar hits there on the intersection squad. Does fall back. Does not get immediately captured up by the sapper there. Now he is. He has been picked up by a Panzer Grenadier. He does get a hit there on the stag hound. Now got the captain and the lieutenant inside the slit trench. Got two Hetzers here. This Hetzer does receive a bounce there from M1 AT gun.
What are my coordinates?
2 2s here, 2 AT Hetzers, mortar half track, Kettengrad going around repairing up these vehicles, very nice. Oh, we got the Panzer IV-C and 3 Panzer Grenadiers and another mortar half track. Get some damage over there. Those artillery's raining on in, getting some good hits on these AT Hetzers. And incendiary mortar does come on in. And actually, it missed. It does roll a bounce there on the Panzer IV-C, but we've got these forces pushing around. The wounded one needs to stay on back. And I got the Panzer Grenadiers preparing up the Kettengrad. Kettengrad trying to decapture that point. The Rifleman squads are pushing me forward. They've got 2 Veteran C2 Rifleman squad and an unvetted one here. Regular frag grenade throw. Somewhat effective. Now these Panzer Grenadiers falling back. He does have base healing. And good hits there. Supply yard. We've got level 1 supply yard, not level 2.
Enemy unit down.
And does get another wipe there.
Our front lines are
Hensley
collapsing.
players are starting to bleed off some of these squads. Let's see. Let's take a quick look at each player. Oh, there's level 2 supply yard. Very nice. Take a look at each player's resource composition. The US player does have small mixed force here. No engineers. Level 2 supply yard. There's also armor. Doesn't have the tank depot just yet either. Not like he really has a fuel for it at the moment. His teammate has, of course, a Firefly on the field. A lot of sappers. One intersection. Could upgrade to the scope rifle, so that would be a capping squad. Has a Firefly, now slightly wounded. Staghound, a bit wounded. Panthers pushing them. It has 3 Piet squads. The forces here do falls back. He has basically no munitions reserve, good manpower reserve, and small fuel reserve. As elite player number 1, this is the one with the Panthers. And I think this is the one that's gone for Scorched Earth. Yeah, this is the one Scorched Earth because the other one has the Hetzer available. He has only 2 Panzer Grenadiers, so it's not a lot. You may want to get some more Panzer Grenadiers. He does have a mortar half track, which is good. Looks like pretty has at least 1 level of efficiency. 2 Panthers and the Panzer IV C. Panzer Grenadiers over here, not for 4. Has 4-man squad, not very nice. It's the Tank Cutter one. It has 4-man squads, very nice. Has 2 2-2s. An ATFer, as well as the mortar half track. He lost 1 of the ATFers, and this one has damage engine crit. Captain of the Fancy Fort does get gunned down by 2-2. Here comes a Clyde Barrage as well. Panzer Grenadier does fall back. They could, one of these players could eye for Birkentika to help recover these vehicles or start losing them. In which there's an ATF that can be recovered. And I'm pretty sure that was the ability to give him double pan truck, right? Yep, got double pan truck here. Also allows him to throw 2 AT grenades. But I doubt people go for that because AT grenades, apparently AT grenades just are not very good. If I were to say there's any balance quality of life change for Panzer Elite, is that the fact that make the AT grenades homing because they're pretty worthless. He does get dropped there. The sapper's going to be going over to pick it up now and fully withdrawal. Slit trench has been complete. Intersection does go and get inside the slit trench. Let's get some shots there. Another slit trench here. Looks like it's our crewed by that's the one that dropped the Piet. Sapper that has 1 Piet. Firefly, 0 kills so far. Boost on advance of 4. Do got these riflemen in the region. So pushing the forward, it's got more Pantrix there, so going for double Pantrix. And now the US players, riflemen squads are starting over on these Panzer Grenadiers. We've got the 2-2s in the region. And the ATF is firing away against the slit trench over here. Blue's being backed on off, getting forced back by 2 Fireflies there, getting good hits on the Panthers, being body blocked by his own mortar half-track. That's his own fault with that poor control there. Hummel now barraging on into this region. Rolls some misses there. Sapper squad of Panzer IV. This is the 1 of 2 Piets. Those roll miss there. Mortar half-track engaging. Now the Panzer IV C charging forward. It's throwing some fire there, which is needed for these Panthers since they're just sort of getting hit significantly. We got 3 Fireflies or just the 2? Just the 2. The 2s are backing on off. Got these Panzer Grenadiers pushing me forward. Slit trench here. US support trucks still in this region. Deploying out perhaps some more Piets. Tank Buster squad here has 2 Pantrix, firing a hit down the M1 AT gun as well as the infantry support truck there. Calliope does largely miss it. Not somewhat missed it. Got 2 of the 4 models. But it's there. And ooh! Great shot there by the AT gun and a follow-up shot by the sniper. Pantrix advances forward, does get the infantry support truck, and they do fall back now. Intersection squad does fall back. Rifleman squad's trying to push the way forward. We got a landmine here. It is a British landmine, which could have been detonated by that shot there. The dude's now firing away against the Rifleman squad, whittling them down. They have double defense efficiency. Maybe we'll go for offense efficiency for last efficiency.
The enemy is attempting to seize a fuel point from us.
And now got these Rifleman squads falling back. Over here, looks like Slit Trench receiving incendiary mortar fire. And now got some more artillery barrages raining on in. Has the Jaeger man pulling out something. Ah, he's going for the I am completely drawing a blank. Zeal upgrade, isn't that?
Must work together. We are
The
losing
most veteran
ground.
sergeant is available for assignment.
He also got veteran sergeant at the same time. We got the 2-2 special force, Panzer IV C as well. A lot of hits there on that Panther. Panther needs to start focusing on these Fireflies. Fireflies receive some hits there. One of the Fireflies do take out one of the Panthers. And it looks like the one of the PF squads do go down. Ooh, getting a lot of good mortar hits there, wasn't it? Panzer IV C's currently at 6 kills. 2-2s are at 20 and 20. Apparently they have both the same amount of kills. And does take out that Panzer IV C now. Rifleman squad's advancing forward. Panzer Grenadier squad can get easily overwhelmed in this region. He does have almost enough manpower for another Pummel. The dude's trying to get some good shots here. Does go for triple defense. I disagree with that. He's having trouble dealing with all the Rifleman squads, so a little bit of an attack wouldn't be half bad. I think the mortar half track there just went down. And these carcasses are being destroyed as well, so they can't be recovered.
Even now.
Fly barrage raining on in, get some splash damage on the Panzer command.
Enemy forces are attacking our petrol depot.
As Grenadiers push way forward, that's gonna get there on the Firefly. Panther here is fully healed. And roll some misses there. We do got two repair sappers here, which means this Firefly's overhealed. Was overhealed. Second hobo deployed on the field, but he currently doesn't have a whole lot else deployed on the field. Right now, the VPs are in favor of the Hensley players, but that margin is shrinking. Double Patrick squads pushing way forward. And of course, he has 4-man squad as well, giving a little bit more extra damage output against infantry, as well as durability. And got our officer artillery rating on in there. Repair sappers have repaired up the Trim Firefly at the full. Staghound see the miss there. Getting one of the kills there. Multiple Patrick shots there. This thing was overhealed. One more volley and that thing could go down. All depends if they hit or miss. One good hit there, and main gun destroyed the crit there. There should still one more guy firing, right? It does take out the Staghound now.
An enemy unit has fallen to our line.
Getting some good hits there on the Firefly as well. And this pushing forward, full health. This
Perimeter.
Firefly's getting healed up, overhealed more precisely as well. Rifleman squad now turning forward, trying to get some sticky bombs there. Panzer Grenadiers trying to hold the line. This Tank Buster squad may go down. There is a Tank Buster squad, not a regular Panzer Grenadier. Now got Colliding Barrage raining on in. Tank Buster squad does get totally wiped out there as well. This area's a bit battered and bruised. Hummel doesn't receive any shots there, and the dudes are still have plenty of health. Firefly's overhealed. This one needs repairs. Two Sherman Calliope's here. Handful of AT guns here just to hold the front line. US players doing establishing a good front line. Got a Slit Trench over here, brewed up by his only intersection. He has 2 intersections. The other one is in another Slit Trench guarding the VP. Very, very nice. The Allies have a pretty good front line. The Axis players don't really have much of a front line. Hummels now running on in, getting the opponent's front line there. Dusk inside, that's the trench of time.
Overwatch abilities have been passed down the line. Marty able to cover kills.
US snipers getting some good shots there. Of course, the 4-man squads are a bit more resilient. Double Panther squad advancing forward. Finds one shot there, and retreats back before the second shot comes forward. Could have been a kill shot there. Oh, I hear another 25-pounder barrage raining on in somewhere over here. Turning that mortar half track looks like. Rifleman squad's advance forward, trying to throw some sticky bombs there on the Hetzer. I'm assuming the Rifleman squad's trying to go for a sticky bomb there. There we go. The sticky bomb does connect. Over here, you got the British forces being forced out of the split trenches. And obviously some fire there. A bit too much fire right now onto this force here. Pantrix also engaged as well. Get plus one command point there. Ooh, an officer artillery. That's what did some good work. You know how the Calliope barrage is raining on in. Hands Grenadiers pushing way forward. Double pan trick.
Now at 300 points.
Finds a good hit there. Damage and crit there. And now got field repair being activated. That should keep him topped off. Starting to get some hits on the AT gun. But remember, the AT guns also have a repair effect. Or it's actually not being repaired up with the repair right above his head. But does take out the AT gun there. Very nice. This will help give the Wehrmacht, the Panzer players more room to breathe in this region. Good to do is now advance forward and overrun these forces. Does get a good hit there. Does get suppressed there by the G43 squad. Rolls a miss there. Sticky bomb does connect on the double sticky bomb does connect on 2-2. And out of control. Oh wait, there's a big line of landmines there. I knew he hit a landmine, but there was actually a big line of them.
NCOs reporting they have destroyed a German target.
More artillery running on in. There's an unbuilt slit trench as well. Another Firefly deployed in the field, and that is a priest, not a Firefly. More artillery raining on in. And PS going to try to take out that slit trench. Up here, got the Rifleman squad advance forward, trying to get some good shots over here. Pantrix squad and G43 squad in this region. There's a Vet 3 Rifleman squad here as well. Look for some placements over here. Both those Rifleman squads do fall back now. We've got two Pantrix squads and G43 squad trying to advance forward. This Calliope has been repaired enough, and now oh, it dodges the barrages there with the sprint. Receives some splash damage there, but the Pantrix squad is going to break on through, and the G43 squad as well.
Taking major casualties and that is hitting one of our forward sectors.
So it looks like the British player had lost one squad somewhere. So I hit the field support truck now, trying to pull out some more sappers. Field repair has been activated prematurely. Got these forces falling back. Good hits there on the lieutenant as well. The lieutenant needs to fall back. Moon was just getting some great barrages on in. Looks like Firefly went down there. Pantrix squad's face forward. Pantrix squad's coming for a flank. Right at these AT guns. Gets good hits there. The AT gun does get decrewed, not killed. Starting to focus fire now. Fireflies. This one could go down next. Panther getting a good hit there. Nope, needs to hit the Firefly, not the Vickers replacement. That is a big oversight in my opinion. Panther now advancing forward, gets breaking down that Firefly. Pantrix advances forward, does take out another Firefly there. The Priest 50 cal is getting some good hits there. Remember as well, the Priest 50 cal can suppress like a Staghound Crypto Mount. So given enough time, these forces could actually be suppressed. Blackbeard's some fire there, got some Piets in this region. Snipers engaging the Panzer Grenadiers. And it's not the Tank Buster one, so they only have one Panzer each. There's only 3 mauls remaining. They do fully withdraw now. The sniper gets a kill on one of the retreating models, does wipe out that squad, and has enough time to load up another shot and kill off that other one. Not by this one, by this one. He rolls a miss. Panther back in the region, main gun destroyed. Its engine's still fine. Enough. Does avoid those PS hits there. Calliope Barrage raining on in over here. Gets a good hits on the Hummel. This Hummel's lying for a barrage somewhere in this region. Looks like it went over here. Oh, and we've got the Hellcat still charging forward as well. When Hellcat does go down, ATS are receiving a bit of fire. And he's also gone for Armor Company. Allied War Machine was activated there, so I think both of those were recovered. Yep, they have been recovered. He doesn't actually have a whole lot of missions here. I've been using a lot of missions on the field repairs. This stuff is still live. Barely, though. And it's pretty damaged. We got a 223 here, increasing munitions resources. And that Creek Barrage is just leaving through the space. Another Hummel on the field. He actually lost one of the Hummels. This Hummel's carcass is still here. Maybe a good idea to go for Birkentiga. One of these players. So this player is pretty good. He may have to rely on his teammate for infrastructure. Those just companies are currently deploying out something. Vampire. This one's not being repaired on out. Yep. This player's infrastructure is mostly gutted. He's going to probably have to rely on Hummels and Panthers for the rest of the game, which are still good items. It has two Hummels on the field. The carcass of this Hummel has actually been destroyed. Is there any other carcasses on the field? That's a Hellcat carcass. That is a living 222. And that's a booby trap. Looks like Lieutenant does avoid the booby trap. And does avoid the Hummel barrage as well. Looks like Slitcher does receive a shot there. Vigorous placement firing away, trying to hit that Pantrix squad, does get suppressed. There's a lot of Pantrix there. We got 4 double Pantrix squads. 5 barrage raining on in, trying to deal with his light assets. Hetzer does see some bit of fire there. All the Pentagram are falling back. He does get some models of the Pentagram Deers, so they're getting the light vehicles destroyed. Though they're wounded, nothing too significant though.
We have 200 points.
Another city grenade has been thrown there. Tank squads are falling back. Over here we've got, looks like a triple US sniper on the field. How nasty. You got this Pentagram grenade trying to decapture this point. This person's tank hunter, but his teammate is Scorched Earth, so they could try scorching some points if needed. Section does see a bit of fire there. US snipers advancing forward, getting some damage onto these Panzer Grenadiers. He rolls some misses there on the retreat. City Mortar does connect. Hellcat's charging forward. Nothing in this area to really stop them. Got ATX up here. Ooh, Panstrix, that can stop them. But Megan's a percent. Megan destroyed the there does lose that unit. Bunk Fog is still in the region. Camouflage. Destroying it right there. And does got control right there. And that Pentagon here almost threw themselves into those tracks. Megan got a short crit there, which means it's still alive, and the engine's still fine. And does get out there. I believe both of them, yep, they've been recovered, and now Pershing's been pulled out next to them as well. Slutron is starting to go on down. Throws a City Grenade there as well. Calliope Barrage raining on in. Pentagon does go down there. These guys, other squads will fall back. Jagdpanther can now be pulled on the field. Maybe a good idea just to go for it. It's pretty cheap. Cheaper than Hetzer. Of course, you can only get the one. IP barrage raining on in. Patrick's been picked up by a infantry section. And its officer has a Patrick as well. Very nice. Rushing in defense position, may not be revealed just yet, has 0 kills at the moment. Second firing away, Piet and Grenadier is seeing quite a bit of fire there. And here comes the Pantrax. There's a lot of Pantrax. Fires a lot of shots there. Rushing's almost gone down. He does not have enough for Allied Field Repair or Allied War Machine. It does go out of control right there. Very, very nice. Nice little pick there. As going to try and push it forward, they will find themselves a priest there. No reconciliation for him. And now we do have the German Fireflies being pursued by the Panther. It will receive a lot of Panther shots there. There was some overheals, I believe, on these Fireflies. Gonna go for some crushes there. It does get one model crush there. Main gun destroyed right there. Engine destroyed as well. Because those guys get killed. US snipers. May get this squad wiped out there. Tank Grenadiers are falling back. And now trying to have the snipers avoid the artillery fire. I don't know why this does lose one of those squads there. This actually may be from the 25 pounders. The support truck now is receiving quite a bit of fire once again. We've got these large amount of AT forces here. Tank Grenadiers can stay. The Panther has to go. Looks like they're all falling back now. Let's get some good hits there. Heroic charge was used, now they're exhausted, and there goes that Panther. You got a Goliath here, very nice. Let's take a quick look at everybody's players' resources and, well, primarily those resources right now. We got a small reserve of manpower, not really a good amount of munitions, good enough fuel for the rest of the game. The central point has now been scorched. The US player, the armor player, has a small reserve of manpower, a good reserve of munitions, as well as an extra more than enough fuel for the rest of the game. The casualty player number 1, excellent reserve of manpower, good reserve of munitions, so just expended, so now it's not a good reserve of munitions, it's actively used munitions. Why did he use for sector artillery right there? That is not a good spot for that. And we do also have a good enough fuel for the rest of the game. And he does, and his teammate right now, going for a lot of penetration shots there in the Calliope. Can call in a Jagdpanther, has a good reserve of manpower, small reserve of munitions, and enough fuel for the rest of the game. 25 pounder does go down there. Now got the forward HQ command truck. We're seeing some hits there. The sprint on these Panther squads is doing some great work. Now these forces do fall back, getting some great damage done. More Panther squads advancing on forward. At the current rate, looks like the Panzer League player is going to win by these pokes forward by destroying the infrastructure of the British player. Got field repair now being activated a bit too early, in my opinion. Goliath does not get a shot off there. Is reviewed right now, but it's really hard to see, honestly, on this map. That is really hard to see. Hellcat's getting some shots there onto the Hetzer. Gets two firing away. We're gonna overrun hit this Hummel. Now we do got the Jagdpanther employed in field. He definitely needs it. The Hummel's fire get overran. Jagdpanther does roll a miss there. ATS are trying to spawn as well. Calliope barrage ring on in. Does take out the Hummel there. If the carcass stays alive, they can use it for take and recover it. Hellcat does go down there. The other one would like to go down as well. The Hetzer almost goes down. They all go down there. The Hummel carcass is still good, but looks like the Jagdpanther is going to make sure that's not the case. And crushed. And now the Scorched Earth player has another pair of Panthers in the field. good hit there in the Rifle Squad. Rifle Stu find a sticky bomb there. Gets damage to crit. Booby trap. Make it this model there. Does get that model there. Really got that model there. Oh, looks like these Panzer Grenadiers are falling back. They think other players' Panzer Grenadiers are advancing forward. You may go for another push onto the opponent's HQs once again. You got a number of split trenches being pulled on out by the Sapper Fiats. Jagdpanther now pushing forward with the Vet 3 AT Hetzer. Does do a bit of damage there. And those Panzer Grenadiers are aimed just for repairs, not aimed to push forward. Right now, the Panzer players have less VPs than the opponent. The Allies have not counted down any of their VPs anytime recently. Now Calliope Barrage is running on in, gets ready there. We've got the Panzer Grenadiers sprinting around now. Now these forces starting to push forward. May see some City Grenades here. The Jagdpanther starting to advance forward as well. See grenade onto both these split trenches, very nice. And right now the Jagdpanther is receiving quite a bit of abuse. Gets a shot there. And now we've got the Jagdpanther falling back. And this Sapper Squad may go down. The Incendiary Grenade is going to run through. Nope, does not go down there. Goliath there, Goliath here. Very nice use of the Goliaths. Panthers do engine crit on this one. This one is moving its way forward. Let's get a good shot there. German Firefly skirmishing around. Got 2 Staghounds here. Probably because they're concerned about all the Panzerschrecks. Sapper Fiats push forward. Calliope Efficiency 2, Calliope Efficiency 1. Sticky Bomb does connect onto the one that has damage to crit already. It gets a fully immobilization crit. Staghounds firing away. One is a little bit wounded. That is a repair sapper. Down on a couple models, however. Hedrick Stu finds shots there, but looks like they largely missed. Now here comes the Calliope Barrage. Panther does go down there. AT Hetzer almost goes down. The 2-2 does fall back. Now got 2 homos on the field. Okay, there's a Helicat carcass there. Just checking the carcasses. It's likely if they haven't gone for Bergantiga now, they probably won't go for Bergantiga on them later.
Achtung, enemy
Oh,
forces
this
are
Goliath.
attacking our petrol depot.
Not spotted just yet. And trying to go for the one. Does just scare him away. I also just not detonated now. I mean, its job was to deny the capture, and it's its job. Just a little... Does that mean it gets veterancy now? Booby trap? Ah, from Kettingrad. Lieutenant NL back out the region. Doesn't want to disarm that Kettingrad either. Oh, it didn't blow up beforehand. Maybe it's not explosive. Jagdpanther now has his engine repaired. Panther here. This one just damaged. The mobilized one has fully gone down, looks like. Rifleman Squad, Veteran C3 advancing forward. Do flinch around a little bit. Panzer Grenadiers with Panzerschrecks, they're now sprinting on forward. Rifleman Grenade completely misses. Oh, 4 US snipers there, not probably focus firing there. Does drop the Panzerschreck there, does pick it up, does take out an AT gun there. We're gonna focus on these AT guns, looks like. There's 5 US snipers there, very, very nasty. There's another AT gun there, now starting full withdrawal now. Staghounds getting overran by this Panther. Panther's not fully repaired. Panzerschrecks advance forward, gets some good hits there onto the Firefly. Let's get some hits there on the Panther. Let's get some good hits there on that Staghound. Panther does receive another Panzerschreck shot. Damage to crit there.
do not stand a chance.
Let's see another hit there. More of these seconds starting to go on down. Thus I got this with Panther. This game could still go either way. First of all, the Pan's Leaf players are getting a good grasp on it, but they're just not keeping stuff alive. If those 5 snipers on the field, I'm not sure how they're going to deal with it. Yeah, Panther's doing some great damage against the HQ command truck. The other rifleman squad's advancing forward. They're going to throw some sticky bombs on that Yag Panther. Up here, if you're not Goliath there, in more AT assets, nothing really effective versus riflemen. These riflemen have been going around uncontested.
Morale is dropping as we hit 100 points.
Axel is now down to the last 100 tickets there. Rifleman squad skirting around to decapture this munitions sector. The trench is there. The trench is almost down. It's deleted there. Rifleman squad just fall back there. And it looks like Tank Buster, nope, doesn't get wiped out by the 5 snipers. It's one. Humo gets a good hit there, taking out 2 of the snipers. And there's 8 gun is preventing them. There's still this line of landmines there. Let's get spotted there. No, not spotted just yet. Or is it spotted? It's hard for me to tell. It's a good kill there. Yep, they are spotted. We hear Calliope Barrage just raining on in, getting the Yag Panther significantly. Doesn't have damage to crit there, but stays alive. We got this Vickers replacement here, as well as the Stag Hound. Almost getting a good hit there. Pentra gets a good hit there by the Tank Busters. Over here, we've got the Pentra squad advancing forward. HQ Command Truck's almost gone down. HQ Command Truck has gone down. Now the ATS is falling back with the Pentra squad. Instant grenades not being thrown. Trying to sway those instructions to be in there. The trench itself probably won't be destroyed, but going to get pretty close to being destroyed. After now seeing quite a bit of fire there. There's another ski bomb onto it. It likely will go down. Also a crit. It was a crit. Not a death crit. Now main gun destroyed a crit there. Now got some Officer Artillery raining on in. Officer Artillery could take out the Yag Panther, could potentially take out the Hetzer as well. Oh, looks like we'll get neither. The Panther squads need to avoid that region. The Funkwagen may go down as well, but no, looks Calliope Barrage now raining on in, trying to get the Yag Panther. It looks like it will not get it. Hendrick squads advancing on forward, not from the Tank Buster. Head and Grad pushing way forward. Not from the Tank Buster. Not the Tank Hunter. And looks like one of the players are going for a Burgundiga. Hendrick starting to go rain on in. One of them misses on the Stag Hound. ATSR has gone down. That could be recovered by the Burgundiga. I'm not sure where that Kaliningrad may have went. Kaliningrad may have already gone down. There's also a Panther carcass there that could be reclaimed. Booby trap. Very slow response there because he's. That was sector artillery. Not the booby trap. You can see the yellow glow on the mini map right there. I don't know why, that just surprised the crap out of me.
50 points. If we do not secure more points, we will face failure.
Access players now down to 50 tickets. Each section pushing way forward. A lot of Panther squads been forward. Does avoid the frag grenade there. This HQ command truck could quickly go on down. And does quickly go on down. Looks like 8 Panther trucks is the magic number. But does drop on the Panther trucks right there. Rifleman squad can pick that up, and Rifleman squads with a Panther truck are incredibly deadly because they have access to sticky bombs as well. Sector artillery still raining in this sector. Extra contained. Rifleman squad's falling back. Looks like I got some sort of artillery raiding on in. Oh, let's just multiple wolves are raiding on in. 5 hits, maybe Iron for close range barrage there. We'll find a lot of rockets into that garrison. It does avoid. Tried to preempt the aim on these guys, but failed at that as well. Because play here, it looks like I still a Ptolemy squad here as well. Next section, a couple sappers, 1 repair, 1 Piet. X-Players are slowly counting down. The other Pentagon squad being pulled out for you. Yag Panther has been repaired on up. He's now going for the AT Hetzer. He wanted that Yag Panther repaired up quickly.
Germany falters. 25 points remain.
They need a bit more aggressive with the VP itself. The tank hunter person has been mostly trying to hit this infrastructure. There's also a lot of slit trenches in this region, which takes time to clear out. One more barrage raining on in. Yag Panther pushes forward. If Heads Grenadier does go down there. Biggest place can still pose a problem, and also slit trenches will slow down the opponent. I don't think they can get this point to be captured in time. And this is the tank hunter player, not the Scorched Earth player, so this Pentagon Grenadier needs to get way up here just to scorch that point. Does take out that's biggest place there. Got a lot of artillery just raiding across the entire map. This may be a good sector for sector artillery. Pentagon is starting to get rid apart and scorches the point. So they even managed to scorch the point in time. Does lose a squad, lose another squad there. Even then, they lost a lot of squads for that. Burgundy has recovered the Hetzer. Hetzer is fully repaired as well. And this Yag Panther could receive repairs to sticky bombs there. There's also a Panzer truck here. Sector artillery now raiding on in. 2 sticky bombs connect. And now fully mobilized. And a damage into crit to boot. Or the short into crit. Looks like one of the Panzer League players do back of the game now, so this will going to be the end of the replay. They got some GG's now, and they're backing on out. And that is the end of the replay. This ended great saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Oh, look how late it is. Oh, that's going to be our last replay for tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good evening, get some good rest, and enjoy.